Well, we'll just give it a second till he's back, and then we can start.
Yep.
We check everything. Suppose I should verify whether or not everything is working normally, considering how many things were giving me technical issues earlier. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-bum. Does everything look normal on your end?
The stream or?
Oh, right, I'm supposed to show it in Discord. That's the part I forgot. There we go. Show this.
Okay, everything seems fine on my end.
Yeah.
All right. Did Anders come back? Are you there?
Not yet.
All right. Well, we should at least summarize where we were last time.
We got a little bit of a analysis paralysis planning session going on.
Yeah,
last
kinda.
time. And after dispatching like, I don't know, 10 different plans, we decided on using the rich guy's boat as a trap. The old fisherman background, Pex went with trying to socialize with the Captain Torvald, which we realized was a monster right about now and needed to get rid of. So Pex fraternized with the captain, got invited to the boat. Peter snuck in beforehand, and with the two of them, when they went to the open sea, just ganked on the captain, with Peter blasting the captain's head off with a 2-barrel shotgun, shocking Pex, and afterwards we kinda lost track of Victor, who was supposed to pick us up on another boat, but luckily found each other easy enough. It pulled the plug from the boat via a shotgun onto the hull, to the bottom of the hull, making it a wreckage, sinking it, and we managed to get out of the water scot-free, and we decided, yeah, it's time to skip town, and we started heading toward Portland, Oregon.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, 3 hours of decision paralysis to ultimately just shotgun the guy in the back of the head seems anticlimactic when we put it like this.
Oh no, it was all about the setting up the crime, so the location and everything seemed fine. So yeah, we think we got everything all right, and there shouldn't be too much evidence. It's just the boat is gone, the captain is gone, the random people that came into the town are gone, and we probably are in like 5 different cameras, but that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, just your appearance isn't too much to go on, right?
Yeah, only.
That's why.
And
Oh
your
yeah, you were
vehicles.
masqueraded as a fisherman, weren't you?
I believe he masqueraded specifically as someone. He had fishing gear with him.
Well, yeah, but like he was I suppose. I mean, depends on where the cameras are and how much your
Okay, bucket is parked.
your fishing hat blocks your face. And,
Well, at the very least, Peter did a good job hiding himself.
yep.
But still, you're the last person that was with a person when they were seen alive. So who knows?
Oh, yes.
So then the question becomes, how much trouble is that going to give down the road? I mean, you're already planning to just go down
The road.
the road in the States. So technically, you're already constantly fleeing.
Yeah.
So if and when they eventually come for you, well, maybe you'll just get lucky and outrun them. Probably generally just a good idea to try and steer clear of police.
Probably. And we can probably try and ask Marcus's friends, or Marcus if he has any friends who know how to make a new person out of another. So,
What, you just pull up to one of those GTA spray and pray stations. They go beep boop beep. There you go, your wanted level is now 0.
more like get Pex a new ID and lay low for a while as we're traveling, so they don't go, "Hey, aren't you that?" And you go, "No, this is me."
See, I have paper that says I am someone else.
Yes, because
I mean,
technically
Marcus-
he was never seen coming back from the boat. He disappeared with the boat. So if we can get him a new identity,
might have been an
then-
accident.
Yeah, both went down. His body was just never found.
Also, Marcus definitely seems like the guy who knows how to make another person out of a person, meaning
Yeah.
luck with the ladies.
Yeah.
Bit of a
You
stretch,
just have to
but
become
alright.
Mrs. Doubtfire for the rest of your
Oh, man.
life.
Well, he can back up that claim next time when he's here, because he's still sick.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's focus on today's little adventure then. Alright. You guys went from Otter Rock and we're traveling up the interstate for several hours until you arrive in Portland, Oregon.
Home sweet
Now,
home.
for some of you, this will indeed be home sweet home.
Yes.
I don't think we ever specified for who. Can
Well, I
any
was
of you
kinda
confirm that yes, I'm definitely from here, no, I'm definitely not from here?
Over from here.
Oh.
With Victor.
Yeah, at least that's what we've been talking with Anders, is that Victor and this is the current residence, at least for Victor and Pex, because
Yes.
they met at the same nightclub, so they would have to be in the same city. And this is one of the largest cities in Oregon, which is where Victor would have moved in from whatever small place in Texas he's from. So this would be the current home city, at least.
Right, you've lived here for a few years already. Well,
Yeah,
that's
probably.
important to note in case it's like, oh, I know certain things about this city. You know, be able to answer that with some degree.
Yeah.
And
General
I can say-
information here, though. Yes.
I can tell for certain that Peter is not from Portland, Oregon.
All right.
No, you're from
Also
Bend.
important to note. Any idea where you would be
Around
from?
here, but
Around. Well, I mean,
the Bend.
you specified a small town.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's from
All
around
right.
the bend.
So 2 people have this as their hometown, or at least a place they're pretty familiar with. Sneezing. Heck. Nope, swallowed it. Never mind. Anyway, Portland. Welcomed them like an old coat pulled from a closet. Familiar weight, comforting scent. A few holes that hadn't been there before. Still the Portland you knew. Coffee shops on every corner, each with a manifesto. Food carts serving fusion dishes that shouldn't work, but do. Murals blooming on brick walls, moss crawling up everything else. Weirdness worn like a badge of honor. It is alive with half creativity, half restlessness as punks, techies, trust fund burners, and broke artists are all crawling into the same dive bars and bookstores. Street preachers on one corner and drag shows on the next. A place where you could vanish into a crowd or get noticed for blinking too loud. And with a lot of history all over the place. Not the kind they print in the welcome brochures, but old bones of it. Particularly, you're aware that the Shanghai tunnels, carved out beneath downtown, have quite a bit of it, roped off for curious tourists and thrill seekers with flashlights. Sold now as spooky stories about kidnappers, opium dens, and haunted cells. But there's a lot more to those tunnels than is available for the tourists. Parts that they don't advertise or don't want people to go, and with your recent awakening as hunters, you can't help but think that this little spot in your hometown is worth going over again, just to make sure that those ghost stories are actually stories. Now, as for a real-world little summary, see, it is known for progressive culture, indie spirit, deep ties to nature, famous for coffee houses, microbreweries, food trucks, strong DIY ethos. It sits on the Willamette River, along with the Columbia River, right here in the delta between the two. Hence the name Portland, as this river provides access to the ocean. Across the river is Vancouver, Canada. And it sits in the shadow of Mount Hood, surrounded by lush forests, and has a reputation as being environmentally conscious, biker-friendly, and with a thriving artist and music scenes. Its slogan being, "Keep Portland Weird." Landmarks include Powell's City of Books, Forest Park, and the Shanghai Tunnels. Additionally, in recent years, there have been a lot of miscellaneous riots and whatnot taking place here, as it is one of the more progressive cities. It has also been very loud during the recent years' political incidents.
I don't think that's Canada's Vancouver. I'm pretty sure that's Washington's Vancouver.
Yep.
Vancouver. Sorry,
We're gonna go past Seattle.
Yes,
north
Washington
to
is between
find
Portland and Vancouver, Canada.
Yeah.
different
America,
Vancouver.
of course.
Different Vancouver.
Yeah. Yeah. America, of course, has its own Vancouver. Because why wouldn't they?
Yeah, hold on. Yeah. Oh, no wonder I got confused. I'm looking at the map and I'm seeing like Portland, Vancouver, and I was thinking, yeah, Vancouver's slightly to the north of here. That sort of makes sense. And then I zoom out the map, and if you go further north, there's a second Vancouver further to the north.
Yep.
So you can tell I'm not an American. It's like,
We have the best
where's Vancouver?
Vancouvers.
Oh yeah, it's to the north of Portland. And it's like they decided to make their own second Vancouver.
Yeah, like New York and
But that's so irritating. Why did they do that?
Boston and
Portland, and then on the other side of the river, Vancouver. And in my brain, that perfectly makes sense. Oh yeah, Canada,
Oh, yeah,
that
no,
side of the
absolutely,
river.
but I
Sure,
was
and I
like-
didn't zoom out to see like the fucking border, like up here.
yeah, I was like, hang on, I'm pretty sure I've looked at the map, and that's not how high Oregon is.
No, yeah, it's Vancouver, Washington. Like this is
Yeah,
around the state line. Then it's a little tricky to see the state line separation on Google Maps here, but that does seem to match with.
Yeah. No,
Boy,
it's
that's
true, though.
irritating. So hold
Oregon
on.
definitely was high.
Hold on.
making
It's
it
in the
their
state of
own
Washington,
Vancouver.
which is right next to Vancouver, Canada.
Yeah.
So Vancouver, Washington is to the south of Washington, and then Vancouver, Canada is to the north. Why the fuck did you do that, America?
Don't worry. It's still not Washington, D.C.
No, that's a different one.
Yes.
Washington,
Yeah.
D.C. is in District
the
of
other side.
Columbia on the other side.
Yep.
This is the state of Washington.
Oh,
Not
please
the
help.
city of Washington.
They only had so many names, and they decided to use every single one of them.
Oh, what? That actually reminds me a little bit of tangent. I just heard that in Finland, you have like 600 names, 600,000 names for the 5 million people.
I mean, that's not
Why-
that
why-
weird.
It's so, for me, it's so weird. Why just specific names? No wonder I know so many fucking Mattis and Jannes and
Yeah, well, you know, John and
yeah.
Mohammed.
Yep. Why don't we have somebody like Elon Musk just naming their kids whatever the fuck they want?
These are my kids.
We have a bureau that would say,
Xylox
no, you
and
can't
Bingo.
do that.
Mhm.
It's because
Just
we have a
40
naming
F.
bureau that would go, not happening. That is not
ChatGPT,
a
give me a
name.
list of 10 million new names. Everyone gets their own name.
Yeah.
I mean, at some point, you would just get a tiny URL as a name.
Oh my goodness, that would be great. I want my name to be a QR
ABX7.
code. Yeah.
I want my own QR code. You can't
Anyway,
do
yep.
that, have it?
I don't know exactly with which road you would arrive, but you're in control. And also, it is effectively just a city. You have no particular leads, but saying, as you said you were from here, let's start with establishing where exactly in Portland and how and what you're from.
Good question.
It's kind of important.
Yeah.
So, the two people that are from here, I believe you said Pex
And Victor, yes.
Victor. So let's establish what exactly. Victor, what exactly are you from here? I mean, you came to this place, you grew up a hillbilly, then you came to this place to escape hillbilliness. How long have you been here? 5 years at least?
Let me see. Did I write down how old I am? Was there something on the sheet? Let me check the sheet.
When in doubt,
I need to,
just
I
your
need to
regular ears.
review.
When in doubt, just wing it. Give me a guesstimate. More importantly,
Guesstimate.
where and how in the city would you have been active if you don't have specifics? You know, you can fake it.
I
A
would
bar,
say-
a nightclub, a thing, a college.
I would say around 5 years at least.
Sure.
Like as soon as he's like, I'm old enough, I have money, bye.
Yep. Okay.
Fuck you guys.
Mm-hmm. Did you go to college?
I'm
Aaron?
an adult now. I don't think so. I don't think
Victor
you
never
went...
struck me as the college guy, but you did
Yeah.
study the occult in various ways. So
Yes,
did
that
you
that
study
would have
them
been.
here? How?
I imagine that would have been that the occult thing would have probably started out as a rebellious phase against his very conservative and probably rather devout Christian church lady mother and his father. So that would have been like, I know this will piss them off so much. So
Would you have just spent time in the library, or would you have?
yeah, something like that. Library, and well, it is modern day, so on the internet.
Yeah, sure, but
been a thing.
I mean, finding occult books on the internet is a lot less interesting. reliable. There's a lot of bullshit on the internet. And at
Oh,
the very least,
absolutely.
if you find an old book, then the bullshit in there is a little bit more time-tested. You know, you had to have an actual crazy person writing it as opposed to a teenager with schizophrenia.
Absolutely. But they're like weekend forums and websites and all that sort of shit. So people would be drawing from those books to write on the internet. So let's just say that probably since his teenage years, he would have had to go through a lot. He couldn't surf gay porn, so he would be surfing stuff about.
He was in the libraries
occult.
and then just browsing the PCs and like,
Yeah, and
What do you
home
want to
whenever he got a
search for?
computer
French press gay porn.
or a cell phone. Yeah.
In the
Like, I know
libraries.
my parents are gonna send me to a camp if they catch me surfing
Yeah.
gay porn. So.
Search blocked and reported to administrator. Oh shit.
Yeah. Like, no, they'll send me to a conversion camp if they catch me watching dudes. So, but this will make them just as angry, and there's no camps for this shit. So.
Son, we're sending you to de-occulting camp.
Yeah.
AKA
We'll send you
just
to the
Christian
church
camp.
Yeah, we'll send. Yeah. Oh no, not the Christian camp.
The anti-gay conversion camp is also just Christian camp.
Yeah, probably.
Summer camp is also just Christian camp. Everything's Christian.
Oh man.
The only difference is if we tell the camp leaders about you.
Yeah. He made them and even if he did, he made them just a bit awkward by decorating a nightstand with a Bible on it just too much. And they're like, oh, that looks more like an altar. Christians don't do that kind of stuff. Oh, you mean more? Put these flowers like this and a few candles there. And oh, I'm sorry. Is there a pattern over here? I'm terribly sorry. But yes, about 5 years plus he would have lived here pretty much as soon as he got enough money to move out and as far away from his folks probably as possible to live the gay dream of becoming a fashion icon, and then found out that living in a city isn't all that, and breaking through is a lot harder than you think.
Right. Now, you studied that stuff here. Let's just give you one or two contacts that you would have. There are metaphysical shops here, like Paxton Gate, or the Cricket and Cauldron, packed with stuff like tarot cards, crystals, obscure grimoires. Would that be the sort of stuff you would be interested in?
Yeah, absolutely. Like occult stuff. Once you dig deep enough into it, you kind of go, maybe could this be? I can hope it's true. I mean, it won't hurt.
It means you have a contact there because you've spent time here, so it would be weird to not have anything. That's the main thing I want to make sure you have. Because otherwise, you're like, oh, I grew up here. Who do you know? No one.
And I imagine, at least something that I was thinking of when I created Victor is because he has the exposure background, which means he has been exposed to supernatural influences before his awakening, which was the vampire that used to be one of his regulars at the bar.
Yes.
So even though it feels wrong after like post awakening, he would have probably kept or tried to keep that vampire as an uneasy contact. Maybe not reveal to him directly that, oh, I'm a hunter now, by the way. And I want to kill you.
Tidbit about the imbued, and I'm not entirely sure how we want to run that, is it does specify that as an imbued, you very specifically, when the undead or whatever menace reveals itself, or whenever you became imbued, you would embrace that call. So the question is, was it pre-imbuing that you saw this, or post-imbuing? Or was it the event?
Well, the way
Because it's
part of
pretty
the
specific.
part of the fluff, yeah, but part of the fluff of the exposure is it's kind of where I took the idea from. Is it is that like so long as you're not turned supernatural, you can be imbued. So well, the fluff was someone who has been bitten by a vampire before, and to them it was almost pleasurable back at the time. But after imbuing, when they end up in the same situation, it feels wrong and it hurts, kind of deal. So Victor
Alright.
would have. My idea was that one of the regulars, like, let's just say that Victor was one of his regular takeaway meals, so to speak. Like he doesn't remember probably.
All right.
Basically, yes. A blood bank that was never turned or anything, but
Right,
just
which
an
means
easy
you were
prey.
maybe a good friend of him, slightly charmed.
Yeah, something like that. And then once he awakened, which was when he saw the guy with another person, followed him out to the alley, where he then witnessed him feasting on another person, and that's when kind of things clicked. And he was like, oh shit, I've been a blood bank for this motherfucker. At least he paid for it with money, but still.
Really?
But like
the vampire paid with money? I mean,
well,
was it just
do
I'll buy you a
remember that
drink,
Victor doesn't-
which is...
Yeah, but like that's Victor's kind of thing, is that he looks for those a bit more well-off, maybe slightly older gentlemen to spend some time with and hopefully get something from it, like gift, like, I don't know. Because there are older guys who, like, I have known these guys who will buy a new iPhone to a 16-year-old who they hope will be their boyfriend at some point, and then they're like, well, why don't they stick around for long? Well, maybe because you buy them a 400, 500 euro phone. So that's kind of the angle that Victor's been going for, is he keeps, like, takes care of himself, looks classy and approachable, and puts on his charm so that he can kind of mooch and leech off of these guys who are already kind of sort of past their prime and are looking for a younger guy to quote-unquote take care of. So the vampire would have been one of those guys. So it has kind of, it started out as Victor didn't know, but then post-awakening he would be like, oh, but this is an actual supernatural with actual knowledge. So he would have tried to keep him as a sort of contact / source of information, like, okay, I will allow you a drink, not much, but you have to tell me stuff in return, sort of.
That is
Deal.
interesting. Yes.
Well, like something, he knows it's wrong, but
trade.
he wants to know more about, have a gateway to the information bank of the supernatural, and a vampire is probably much
Would you mind
better
giving
equipped.
me a visual description of this person in chat form? Meanwhile, we'll move over to Pex.
Sure.
So we have him as a contact in the city in case it comes up. Anders, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Would you mind telling me how Pex was active in Portland?
Yes. So I worked there for, I've probably been living around 8 years in Portland.
Sure.
Worked at the club for probably like around 5 of those years.
Wow, and they fired you just like that.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
Not really.
What does your work consist of? I stand in front of this club and look grumpy and throw people out. Great, how long have you been doing that? 5 years. What else have you been doing with your life? Nothing. That was it. I stood in this exact spot for 5 years.
Pretty much.
No wonder they fired you.
Also a lot
Pex,
of
the club is closed.
mac
Go
and
home.
cheese.
No, gonna stand here.
Also a lot of mac and cheese on YouTube.
Mac and cheese and YouTube. Those were his hobbies. How the fuck did you maintain muscle mass off a diet of mac and cheese?
I mean, it was a tuned version of, it's not the orange
Mac
milk
and
pasty
me's
shit.
and protein powder.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna assume you also hit the gym a bunch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Creatine
you live-
powder and
Yeah.
mac and cheese.
You've lived in this place for 8 years. Give me something in terms of context that you would have, hobbies that Pex would have.
Boxing.
All right, something. The gym, boxing. Anyone? Are you the type who makes friends when you're boxing? Would you always spar with the same guy? Or is like, no, I'm gonna
Probably
beat
out
up
of,
someone else every time.
No, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Not the kind of guy who's actively looking for friendship. Maybe a couple of acquaintances, sure, but like,
Oof.
just. I guess people would know me, but yeah, I don't talk much.
People know him, but he doesn't know them. So he walks into a bar and they're, hey, Mr. Johnson, and he just goes, I don't know these people.
Yes.
Or
Not as
would you
politely.
know-
I mean, you do have a very low perception for that exact reason. It's like, I don't remember these people. I don't know what their faces are like. Yeah, no, that's actually great.
I just know this grating voice from somewhere.
Well, not even. Just, this is a voice. I might remember that. I suppose I know this person. I will act as if I know them.
Would he act as if he knows them?
I don't know, would he?
Or is he going to be like, fuck off?
No, I would. Depends how pushy they would be. If he's like an adoring fan level of running after me, then I would tell them to fuck off. But a polite nod, quick wave maybe, but not actively pursuing any, dialogue with them or nothing.
Honestly, it sounds more and more like Pexus has the lifestyle of a 50-year-old alcoholic. I go to my job, I come home, I eat my mac and cheese and protein powder, and then I watch YouTube, sit on the couch, and drink. Aren't you making friends? Aren't you going out with people? No. My wife left me and took the kids.
Isn't that what happened?
Yep.
What brings Pex joy in life?
Seeing others fall. No? Oh.
Judging
Yes, it's-
people.
Yes, crafting, like, I guess a hobby that he probably would have is crafting fishing lures. That brings happiness to him.
That is
Another thing that you can do at your desk for hours on end without interacting with anything or anyone.
Yeah, another loner thing. Okay, so he has like a tackle box filled with all sorts of special fishing lures.
Yes.
Or at the very least, the same one crafted 100 times to look slightly better.
Yes.
Tiny metal fishes. Great. Now we've got a picture of sort of what he is. Okay, I'm going to assume he also does fishing because of that. But again,
Yeah.
not something you would really... Oh, okay, well, you've...
It's
Yeah, you wanted it.
Yeah,
some-
sure,
some
but you
sort
sort
of
of put it...
description.
Yeah, okay.
It just appeared there. I don't know. I tried to angle it somewhere else, but Rolton was like, nope. This is where we go. So, yeah.
All right, with that in mind, would you mind telling me how you would do you? First off, who takes the lead? I guess we'll just roll for that. See whoever currently has initiative. All right,
Why?
Victor, you're seemingly telling people where to go, as the cars are being driven into the city. Where do you direct people first? Whatever investigations you do or don't want to do.
That's a good question. He would probably first ask, does Pex need to go and pay his rent? He's been mentioning that a few times now, so...
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, I mean...
What are we gonna do?
Be homeless.
Right. But what's... So... Wouldn't it be better if I went homeless? I'm a little still feeling, uneasy about that thing on the boat. Yeah, the fishing trip.
The cops never arrest the homeless.
You think we should get you a new getup? Shave your beard. Get your hair styled.
Probably.
Right. I could probably...
Maybe we could dye my hair.
Yeah.
All I can imagine is that with his beard removed, to hide himself, he just all of a sudden has a baby face.
What's your usual color for your wardrobe?
Brown.
Brown.
Black.
Right.
I don't know. Simple colors.
Yes. So we could add a bit of color, get you a new wardrobe, and you get a haircut, get rid of that beard, and we'll make a new man out of you, and then you can go as homeless as you want, so long as you stick with us.
Yeah.
Add some purples, maybe some reds.
I guess I should go and pay the rent and just,
Well, at least until we're in the city. So long as we're in the city. Although, are we going with the route that you disappeared with the boat?
I don't know.
If we do that, then you probably shouldn't go pay the rent. I mean, it'll ruin you financially. It'll ruin you financially, but...
Yes.
Poor Patrick. His credit score's gone. But maybe Marcus can get you a new identity.
I mean, you were never particularly rich before, so you wouldn't be losing that much money by pretending to be dead. But you're not exactly...
I mean, I do have a couple of things I need to pick up from the apartment anyway.
You would just get reported missing after a while, but if the dates don't quite line up when you're last seen... Like, if your apartment is here, if you're a suspect from something that happened a week ago where someone went missing, and then you're seen here a week later in your apartment or in and around your apartment...
True.
I mean, it's not impossible, but you do gotta sort of work around things, so with that in mind, what would your plan be?
Maybe we get you a haircut now. And
Sounds good.
I'll see if I can whip you up a new wardrobe. You can be your brother. Do you have a brother? Does anyone know if you have a brother?
Not that I'm aware of.
A cousin?
Why?
Well, let's just say that it takes us a while, and then your brother or cousin or someone appears to pick stuff up.
Right.
That way you're not immediately a week after coming over to pick stuff up looking like you. And,
Right. Some important thing to note is that Portland does not operate a citywide CCTV network, like a lot of global metropolitans do. However, their transit system does have all sorts of cameras all over the place. Light rails, trains, those stations have basic security. The police officers also wear body cams. as well as some institutions like banking and private businesses might have cameras. But other than that, it's not like London where everything constantly has cameras. So it should be possible for you to avoid cameras if you pay attention to it and take care. Which might limit, your interactions somewhat, but assuming that it's something you're actively trying to do, it should be possible.
There's also a question. Should we take your car into the city or stay outside of it? I imagine this would actually be something we discuss before we drive into Portland. Because if your car is seen driven around and your registration plate is caught on traffic cameras somewhere along the way, or someone remembers them or something, then they will know that your car has been in town, even though you're supposedly missing. So we could all come in with Peter's vehicle. That limits your visibility in the city. We can go to my place. We can trim your beard at least. Maybe shave you bald entirely. At least for now, so that you don't have a recognizable hairstyle and beard. I can try and see if I have any fabrics left, and I can whip you up some new clothes in the meantime.
If you're doing this, please give your image to Grok and ask, like, this same guy, but bald and no beard.
Please do, yes.
So, how does
I can't remember what day I created that.
No,
image.
you can literally just upload the picture that you have. Just say, redraw this same guy, except he's bald and has no beard. Completely
that one's
clean
from
shaven.
ChatGPT.
Well, you can still give it to Grok and give it that instruction, or ChatGPT for that matter.
True. I don't think I have the original. Actually,
So you can just download it.
Let me see, do I have it in the library anymore?
The nice part of modern AI. It's like, I want a token that does this. Okay.
Yep, I do.
Same token, but slightly. We used to have to Photoshop that shit.
Mm-hmm.
With brewers. I'll take that. Honestly, we had the best period for it, where it was just still fun, and then now it's almost too easy. Why not have a different token for every time your character looks different?
Let's see. I'm asking.
Yeah. If you you're already asking it.
Oh yeah, I seem to have it in my gallery in ChatGPT.
Oh well, that makes it easier.
This picture, please bold and add some clothes.
How you would dress it. I'm assuming that he's like, oh yeah, that sounds good, give me a disguise, and then you do that to him.
Yep.
I'm assuming this is how it's gonna go as well, and I'm expecting to see some.
I don't know.
You will look like the joke.
Does Pex give a huge shit about his appearance?
Not really.
Well, then you don't get to complain with what you end up looking like. Or at least you don't get to object before it happens. You can bitch about it afterwards.
Yes.
Let's see, once this...
Also, do you have a cell phone?
I got a prepaid burner.
Okay, but it's not on your name then.
Oh yeah, it probably is.
Mm-hmm.
Into the trash it goes. I don't have one anymore.
Okay. That is... Mark that on your sheet. Currently does not have a phone. It's if you decided to... also, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that when you decided, okay, you're dead now, you would have tossed it in the trash then.
Fix us? Did he... I remember him talking about it, but did that actually happen? Like,
getting you new burner phones?
Yeah. With the use of like the teenagers and stuff, or whatever.
I don't remember.
I remember something like that.
I don't know, but he's also not here, so let's say that for now you just don't have one.
Yeah, that makes sense. Adding detail.
Which may or may not be important, not having a phone.
Yeah. I keep checking my pocket for it. The remembering.
let me just play Angry Birds real quick. Oh no, I don't have it. Okay. Let me know as soon as you
it's
have the image.
generating.
And...
Yeah, it's still generating.
Yeah. Okay. And meanwhile, we're going with the disguise thing. Pex, why don't you tell me then any other precautions that you're taking? You have an apartment here.
Yes.
You probably want to collect one or two things, but
Yeah, I need to get my tackle box.
yes, with all your fishing lures,
Yeah.
your prized fishing lures that you definitely don't want to leave behind as a sign that you're dead. Because if
I don't
people,
care. I need those.
yeah, I mean, you know, the cops aren't going to go through your apartment and be like, "We're missing fishing lures. He's definitely still alive."
Exactly.
But you realize you can't take everything. You got to leave the stuff behind that a dead person would leave behind.
Of course. Oh my god.
Oh no.
What did you do? Oh my
That's
god!
just ready.
That's what it produced.
Oh.
Fucking Heisenberg here.
Yeah, I was thinking before. Now I'm thinking more.
All picks. Well, I'm glad we have the image for the thumbnail this week.
That looks that was like one of the Finnish presidents, actually.
Kekkonen.
Yes.
True.
I'll get you a picture, man. So if you're in on a joke.
He's also at the night clue, except it's with slightly different lighting.
Yeah, because it uses the.
It's Naiklo now. From the team.
Oh, nice.
The night clue.
Yeah, you work at the neighboring club as well.
The letters on the sign just keep failing, and rather than fixing them, they just remove them from the sign.
Yeah. Oh man.
The eye stops working, it just becomes the clue.
I mean,
He looks
It's
so
almost
so much like
uncanny.
Heisenberg. It's crazy. Let's focus.
Yep.
First off, let me just link this. Okay, with that out of the way, what's up next? Are you taking people to a specific spot to start the investigation, or are we still taking care of Pex's escape from life to make sure the cops don't follow you?
Well, Victor's of the opinion that we should probably ensure that we start, if you're going to start a new life, we should probably focus on ensuring that your presence in the city will not leave a trail. So we should kind of focus on that first before we start investigating.
Or what do you mean by that, though?
Well, I mean, I don't know, the disembodied voice in the sky asked if we want to do more to make sure that you're...
You don't think this is enough?
Well,
I'm kind of checking myself in the mirror.
we can get you a wig if you need.
You make him bald and get him a wig?
Yeah,
I don't think we should.
why not? You could have all kinds of hairstyles and different color hair.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, just a good lace front wig and glue it on and it looks real, like human hair wig.
Glue?
It's gonna be... Yeah, how do you think drag queens keep their hairs on? They glue them on.
I don't know. Maybe like
Yeah.
suction cups or something.
No, they
Like, you know,
Well-
octopus tentacle kind of thing is like. Then you rip off the wig and it goes like plop 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 plop.
no.
That's
you
how I
have
imagined it.
you sort of have a kind of a bald cap on top of your head, taped around so it sticks, and then you have wig pins, but you also have this bit of lace at the front that you glue to the skin. It won't show to really keep it there. Of course, if you sweat a lot, it's gonna start coming off. But
Yeah, no, this
glue
sounds
more.
like a lot of extra steps. I think we'll just keep it this way.
You're not turning
Sure.
Pex into a drag queen.
No, but we can give him
Yet.
a wig. It doesn't have to be a drag queen to have a wig. Just, it sticks. Just stays on. But sure, we can keep you bald. I mean, look kind of nice. But yeah, I mean, I've
Well,
never
we all learned a
disappeared.
lot about drag queen wigs either way.
I don't know how to disappear a person. I suppose we could Google, but I think it's suspicious.
I think I've done the disappearing part.
Does Peter know anything about disappearing people?
Yeah, sure. Blast them with a shotgun to the back of their head. They disappear real quick.
Well, they generally leave a body. The problem is Pex has vanished. Gone missing.
So,
Right.
Sunk into
short
the ship.
answer is no.
I mean, you only really start thinking someone is dead when someone starts looking for them as well. So,
I mean, I guess I need to go buy like multiple large packages of rubber gloves or something, so I won't be leaving fingerprints everywhere. But
oh, as
other
if
than that, I don't know.
people are going to be fucking dusting for your prints all over the place.
Well, exactly.
Maybe we can burn your
Fucking
feet.
doubt it.
I saw
But
that
if
in
he
the
wants, yeah, but if he wants to keep pushing like that, we should do more than just this. Then I'm gonna start suggesting dumb shit.
I mean, you've taken the basic precautions.
Or
You're
we
not going
could,
to go back to
just
your
get,
apartment.
we could get acid and burn my fingers away.
It's
I think I
fine.
saw that on in
Let's
a
start
movie
with the
at some
basic. You're
point.
probably going to try to get into your old apartment, well, current apartment, about to be ex-apartment.
Yeah.
Grab whatever stuff you want. Your tackle box. Some spare cash, maybe. I don't know, what would you take from your apartment?
Oh my goodness, there's the part of the town in Portland called Boring. Anyway, I was just checking, like, it's to the southeast. There's Hills View, and soon after there, like, to the east. Yeah, to the east side, right at the middle to the east. That's Boring.
Yep, there it is. Boring with Boring Park.
Boring Park. I love it. Anyway, I was just checking the map to see where in Portland would Pex's apartment be. Not that it matters for long, but
It's probably not in Boring. Seems more like a district than anything, but The Boring Timber Pub.
No.
The Boring Red Apple Restaurant. The Boring Cazador Trail. Wait, why the fuck does the trail have opening and closing hours?
Brian Pasco photography. That's special for Finns. Nice looking creek.
Oh, it's closed. You can't come through the gate.
Oh yeah, this is the Windows firewall.
I do keep forgetting. Oh, that's a dead body.
Well, maybe it's Pex. The past Pex.
Maybe it's Pex too.
Let's not get distracted. You tell me where his apartment would be. It doesn't matter a great deal. Would it be in a busy area or a suburban area?
Cheap areas.
A cheap area. That's probably not in the center of town. So let's say a slummish area somewhere. That's important because I want you to roll a subterfuge check as we try to determine whether or not you'd be seen in any way, shape, or form. Well, stealth. That makes sense.
Boring middle school.
Give me appearance
Aren't they
stealth.
all?
Yeah, everything in that place is boring something. I imagine they've heard those jokes a few times.
Yeah, me too. But it's just. I appreciate it just too much.
Well, I'm glad you can still have fun with just a place being called something. I'm sure there's
Yeah.
stupider place names. But yeah, let's see. Rolling, appearance, stealth, 2 successes. Good. That means you managed to get in and out of your apartment building and to your apartment without drawing any attention whatsoever. You collect what you said, your tackle box.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out if there's anything cool that
Well,
I could take.
if you think of anything in the next few minutes, then, that's something you take, and otherwise you just go, fuck, I forgot my giant plasma screen TV.
Yeah, no, nothing like that. More like, I think I like had an opened pack of cigarettes. Then there's like,
Maybe picture of your ex-family or something.
I mean, that's already like, yeah, picture of my
Yeah.
daughter is in my wallet at all times, and I don't know why I keep it, but picture of my ex is in the tackle box.
Okay. Get everything else here. Probably the
Oh,
first thing
that
that's going
one.
to happen
There we
is
go.
when... Yes?
VHS tape labeled Lobster Run 92.
What the heck
What?
is the? Okay,
Do I...
I'm intrigued.
You know what? No, it's better if we just never know what it is. Except Pex just keeps making references to it. Hold on. Actually, this goes on the chart. Lobster Run 92.
Forever a mystery.
Yeah. I just imagine this board as we're making it is the police board as they're trying to track you guys, and there's just one loose string in there that says Lobster Run 92.
They try
What does it
Googling
mean?
No one knows. Yeah. They try Googling it. No one knows what it is.
Exactly.
There was no lobster run anywhere that day.
There was no Lobster Run in 92. But that's the supernatural thing you were investigating. Of course, this is all, besides the point. This never comes up in any way.
I don't think lobsters had evolved until like 95.
Lobsters didn't exist.
What?
Birds, what kind of fucking birds are camera shit is this?
Like, birds aren't real. Lobsters didn't exist until 1992, 95. Okay, that is so fucking stupid. Oh my god, I just realized that in World of Darkness, birds aren't real, and just being spy drones might actually be real.
Yep, very much so.
And maybe those lobsters weren't as lobstery as you'd think.
That is kind of the problem with this, is that all of this stupid shit, it might actually...
Yes. Yeah, it's both the most intriguing and horrifying of experiences, and also the most stupid of all the things you can imagine.
Yeah.
All in that same bag.
The conspiracy board grows. Alright, let's get away from the conspiracy board.
Yes.
So, back to Portland. And the miscellaneous things there. You have just arrived back in the city. Some of you are familiar with it. You have contacts here. You have acquaintances here, if not friends. And you, at the very least, have a mysterious thing that you want to investigate before moving on out of state. You haven't picked the next state yet, but everything in America has its own folklore. Echoing from somewhere. Anyway.
Might have been me.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Everything has its own folklore. So whether or not you move on to Washington or Idaho or Nevada, everything has oddities. Nevada particularly has some really weird shit from what I've been told. Washington, being a more wooded area, has more stuff like Bigfoot. Idaho has more ghost stories from what I've seen. And Nevada has more cryptids, like stikinis, which I didn't know were a thing until I started looking into them. And apparently scorpions that can just cut a man's leg off.
Doesn't sound like a nice place to be in.
Well, none of them sound like nice places to be when you're talking about the cryptids. Apparently the fucking gang warfare in Nevada stopped because they had to gang up against the cryptids.
Nice.
There's some weird bullshit I've heard about Nevada. In case you don't end up picking one, you're going to Nevada.
Yeah. I'd really like to go to Moscow, Idaho. So if we could just like make a run through of Moscow, Idaho to back south into Nevada.
What?
That might be a way to go.
Why is Moscow, Idaho a thing?
It is, definitely. It's one of the bigger towns.
Why?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
There's a Moscow, Idaho. It's not very big, so I don't know if we should count that, but still, it exists. And also, there's a weird triangle area here. I don't know what Google Maps is exactly trying to indicate. Oh, it's a national reservation. I see. Yeah, that's one of the problems with this road trip, is occasionally there will just be an Indian reservation that, yeah, I don't know how we're going to incorporate those, if there's stories about that there. Does Google just get to send their cars into the Indian reservation? I suppose we can check. Apparently so. Huh.
Why not?
I mean, yeah.
Better to ask forgiveness than permission, I guess.
I suppose so. Alright, let's focus back again on what we're here for. Portland, Oregon. Here's the downtown, Old Town area, where most of the spooky things take place. Nearby is a big train yard, due to this area being a port as well. It's quite a bit of industrial area. There's the international airport, and then there's all the stuff across the river. Now,
From Vancouver.
yes, if you want to explore particular things about Portland first, you can. Because while I pushed you in the direction of the tunnels, that doesn't mean there's not other things going on that I have notes on and whatnot.
That's definitely
So if
interesting
you
to
have
me.
a particular suspicion, like, hey, this is a big city, there would probably be blank, and therefore we should do blank. So if you come up with certain ideas, I'm not going to push you in a particular direction. This is very much a real-world sandbox. I believe Ficture was in charge for a bit, so I'm just going to re-roll to make sure
Yeah.
someone gets to be in charge of things. Marcus isn't here right now, so we re-roll. Alright, Pex, after getting a shave and a haircut, and gathering your things from your apartment, you are revived as a new person, somewhat, except you are now homeless, if you want to go with the plan, and technically you can't interact with anybody you know here because you have a new identity.
Yep.
And due to your shave and haircut, there's a good chance that people won't recognize you anymore. And you're not going to recognize people anyway because, well, you're incapable of doing so. Maybe they recognize you, but you won't recognize them, so you won't know that they recognize you. Until they yell your name at you, in which case you can go, ah, fuck. But this is your town, and you're here to say goodbye to it, effectively. Just, you know,
Effectively.
checking in places where you might have had a suspicion before that the supernatural was lurking. Maybe that one guy that showed up at the club that you suspected was actually a troll. Or, you know, the midget that showed up at the club that you think was actually a gnome. Or the guy with, like, the goth coat. You were like, what if that guy was an actual vampire? Would you have made note of anything like that? Also, in this town, you probably had your awakening as an imbued.
Yeah, I didn't.
Would you mind restating what that was?
Now, how did we agree it went? Did we?
I don't think we did, that's why I'm asking.
No, I'm asking Mikael.
Oh, was that your awakening as well?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you had one previously.
What? I mean, not well, but not really.
Okay. Well, pretty much that Victor comes and gets you because you're a big guy, and then he was like, "Oh, we gotta kill him," and then he was like,
Yeah, but did we like agree on actually hunting it down, or did we? Yeah.
No, like I said, like I asked earlier, or suggested when we were going through Victor, is that Victor would have him as a sort of supernatural contact.
Yeah, so it's the same guy, so we didn't. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Then let me see.
But we probably would have, like, you would have seen him and caused enough of a distraction or enough noise to make it seem like there are eyewitnesses that he would have scampered away, I think. The idea was that when Victor witnesses the vampire feasting, he goes and gets Pex because Pex is big and scary.
Yep.
And Victor
So I'm
knows that he's
sitting
not a
in my
fighter.
car, smoking a cigarette by that point, getting ready to head back home after the day has ended. I can't find. I've had everything written down, but I can't fucking find it. I don't know where I put it.
Well, the important thing is, because it's sort of
There was something
interacted with the other
about.
story.
There was something about like I was hearing noises from the radio. The radio was making weird shit. It was basically screaming at me. So that's why also the there's like a little crack in my dashboard kind of on my car because I punched the shit out of it after that.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was I jumped out of the car pretty like hastily, kind of panicking, and I felt this ominous pull to check like underneath the car, and there was this reflection in a puddle there that I saw. It was kind of calling towards me, and that's when Victor kind of just showed up and was like, "Hey, dude, what the fuck? Come check this out."
Mm-hmm.
There's a guy drinking blood from another guy's neck.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then what did Pex do?
Well, I kind of froze for a second. I think I really would love to find the thing. I think I tried to chase it, but you know, it skidded up a wall or something.
Mm-hmm.
So not really much I could do.
I imagine you would have tried to chase it.
Yes.
Chase it away at the very least. Try to run past the city, up a staircase somewhere, trying to get to the roof, only to realize, oh, this thing's way faster than me. It's gone.
Yep.
All right, that's something. Because if both, because Victor is an inquisitive character with an inquisitive edge, it makes sense for his character to have the tactic of, well, I can't fight it myself. I need to find someone else to deal with this. I know what it is. I know I can't take it. I know I need to deal with it this way. And that doesn't make a lot of sense for Pex. So at the very least,
The question is, I mean, I have the idea of just chasing it down and killing it, but if you want to keep it as a contact, like, how would that have happened? Basically, like, do I know? No, but I'm just asking Mikael. Do I know? Yeah, but do I know that thing is still alive? Did you bullshit me that you took care of it? Like, what's the deal with that?
No, Victor would never. I mean, based on this short scenario that we kind of more or less role played, Victor was like, "Oh yeah, he's a regular at the bar."
Right.
Like, you've seen this guy. I've gone home with him many times. So
yeah.
You would. Although, since we just established that you don't fucking pay attention, he probably wouldn't remember his face.
He just walks right back into the bar the next day.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's totally a regular. I do realize that. I mean, what did he look like again?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, since both of you know what he looks like, just add him.
Oh yeah,
there.
that guy. Right. Yeah, totally remember this guy. The guy that looks like just like every other guy I see. Yes.
I mean, to be fair, he doesn't look like a guy that stands out a whole lot.
No, but isn't that kind of the point that supernaturals and those kind of also want to keep up, is that they mask themselves as something that isn't immediately super obvious?
You mean as some sort of masquerade?
Yeah, kinda.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a good word for it. Especially the vampires.
Well, that's going to be interesting if this guy... Oh, it's a few years later, right? Well, no.
Yeah, but the question is, like, Tex would have wanted to kill that guy, for sure.
It hasn't been that long since your awakening. Probably about a year maximum.
Okay.
Like, I'm feeling a little jealous, you know? He's out there hurting people. I got weird voices in my brain telling me it's cool to just destroy these things, you know?
That's what the voices are yelling at. You should totally just destroy that thing, as he looks at a brand new car. He reads the newspaper and just says, kill, kill, kill.
Okay, it's not quite that bad.
Yeah, no, that's Victor. a few times a month he gets a weird vision or a semi seizure and sees things.
Oh yeah, true.
As per his patron background. But yeah. Well, I mean, it's Victor's request that we keep him, because Victor's like, well, he's a supernatural and he knows a lot.
I would tell you absolutely no. Absolutely not gonna happen.
All right.
So basically, you bullshitted me at some point.
Probably.
That
I
does
probably
seem
told
like a
him
thing
to
you would
not.
do.
Yeah, he probably, when you were not on shift, he would warn the vampire guy that, okay, here's the deal. Actually, would he? Damn it, this would be complicated, because that would technically probably also just send the vampire after you.
Just tell me you like Yeah.
No,
We lost
yeah,
the guy.
like,
All right, let's
Yeah,
simulate
something
this
like-
exchange real quick. Okay, you call him in. The guy, who I'm going to call Michael, vampire, Michael the vampire, scampered away real quick when
Yeah, like up the wall.
when he was caught,
movie vampire
and he's
style.
worried like, "Fuck! I hope that wasn't a masquerade breach." And then, through one way or another, Victor would have managed to track him down.
Well, if nothing else, I imagine he would probably lay low and then come back at some point.
Yes,
no
because he's
one's
like, all
after
right,
him.
I don't know. He doesn't know whether or not people saw his face or identified him, or thought, oh, that's just some crackhead.
Yeah, something like that.
No one has a discerning eye like that, and it was late at night, and that bouncer's pretty well known for having poor vision. I'm probably in the clear.
Yeah.
It's something that could be swept under the rug, but then the next time you saw him, you would have approached him.
Yes. Like the normal flirts
Yes.
and smiles and expectation.
Yes. Now,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
of him being what he is, and you being your own personality type, I have to imagine that the interaction would actually be one where he is quite in control and can use his manipulation ability, considering this is retrospective, to actually sort of charm Victor into
Well,
helping cover it up. Considering that Victor was one of his blood bag groupies, effectively. In exchange for
Maybe.
being a sugar... Victor thinks it's a sugar daddy relationship, but really it's a lot more beneficial to him. And vampires
Yeah.
do have a certain innate charm that Victor would have been exposed to.
True.
And while, now that he's somewhat trained as a hunter, using the term trained lightly here, now that you have willpower and conviction, you would be able to shake that off. But back then, you certainly would not have been able to do that.
Right. I think part of the awakening is that, at least with this background, is that you go, that motherfucker. Like, it sort of clicks when the sort of veil lifts and the person kind of realizes exactly what was happening. Or they kind of like figure out that guy that was just super charming and you really wanted to spend time with him, and the kisses on the neck felt really good, and you kind of don't remember what happened that night, even though you didn't drink that much. Then he's like, oh wait.
Since
Now I can
then,
count one.
things would have clicked. However, back then,
Yeah.
the incident itself, he would have charmed you in an attempt to cover things up. And normally, that would be the end of it, except that you being awakened allowed you to sort of snap out of that.
Yeah.
So right now, Michael thinks, oh yeah, that's just a guy I had a spare blood. Where the hell did he go anyway? I thought I thought I could get a little sippy off him. You don't know his inner thoughts, but he was all too happy to just suddenly not see you guys anymore. He thought, well, that's a loose end taken care of. I was worried I'd have to, kill them myself, maybe. Or cover up some bullshit story.
So
Who
is
knows?
this
They
back
have
then we're
options.
talking, or now current day?
That was all back then. It has been a while since then, but here you are, back in town. And you are aware that he exists. Whether or not he's still alive, active, is a different question. But in case you approach it, that is how it would go. And this also helps clear up, like, how did that event in the past go?
Right, okay. Yeah. Yeah, so Victor would have helped him cover it up so Pex doesn't immediately find him and go kill him.
Yeah.
Right.
And if I ever find that guy, I'll probably punch the non-living shit out of him.
Sure.
All right. Now that we've established that, who did they say was in charge? Bex, huh?
Yes.
X indeed.
All right, Bex indeed. How do we continue from there?
Well, I would like to do a what's like a really nice, moody, sad song. Put that on my in the background playing as I do the Pablo Escobar standing meme all around like major spots in Portland. Yes.
Saying goodbye for the last.
Yeah, just going to like a bridge somewhere, some cool bridge. I can't remember the names, but yeah, you know, stand over there, staring to the river.
Yeah. You
Then
go to the various
cuts to me
bridges.
standing
Oh my God.
in the middle, like standing at the edge of a park. You know,
These
just
bridges not have
hands behind my back,
footpaths.
just staring.
This
I
is
just-
the end.
Do these
My
bridges
only
have no
friend,
footpaths whatsoever? How are you supposed to get from one end to the river when you're
It's
on
America,
foot?
car,
It's
I guess,
America.
but-
Fuck you. Go get a car.
Yeah.
Oh, man, you can tell I'm Dutch. Yeah.
Yeah, no, same. What the fuck is this?
you cyclical people.
Nope, not this one either. I guess you would need to use either the bus or the subway.
I can stand on St. John's. That's quite far away, though.
Walk all the way to the north
It's
or
in
south.
north.
This
The
bridge.
Tilicum Crossing Bridge. Ooh, yeah, this one works. Yeah, this one actually.
don't-
Tilicum Crossing Bridge.
How am I supposed to know what you're talking about with this one? Okay,
This one being
this
the
one have-
Tilicum. Yep,
The Tilicum
that's
being one closer.
south. It's all the way somewhere over there. There it is. Yeah.
Tilicum Crossing.
Yeah. It has one of those.
What the fuck happened to
Whoa.
the camera here?
Yeah, it had no. It didn't have like Google card thing. Yes, one of
There we
those.
go. Yeah, this is a bike lane.
Yes.
Wow, how fancy
Thought you'd
America.
appreciate that.
A single bike lane as well as a footpath.
Damn
Well,
liberal
it's better
city.
than nothing. But you
And there's
can
specs.
look. There's Pablo Escobar. He's about to jump off the bridge too.
Does he have a mask on? I think he
I
has a
believe
mask.
so, but this
Looks
was
like,
probably
yeah.
taken in 2020. Yeah, so fair enough.
Yeah.
Damn liberal.
It's 2020.
Probably got one
Literally
of them
everyone had a
ma-
fucking mask then.
Probably had one of them vaccines too. Yeah.
Not the lions. Only the sheep took the vaccines. Lions don't follow the pack. Just a guy on the internet who says vaccines are bad. But that's thinking for themselves.
Oh no.
None of my
no.
family
You
are
do,
vaccinated, and only a few of us had polio.
you do realize that in the world of Hunter the Reckoning, that could have been a conspiracy of the
Yeah,
supernatural underworld.
Exactly. In World of Darkness, the conspiracy was true.
Yeah.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
So how
really
many
liquid.
how many got waxed? Of us, I mean, of the group.
Oh yeah, that's probably important to note. Like, of your characters, who got the vaccine?
Peter still implicitly trusts the government, so yep, he got it.
I feel like this needs to be marked somewhere. I trust the government, so you're gonna get a purple dot.
We're really going this route. I mean,
I'm unvaxxed.
probably
This is-
would have. That was
Oh,
That was before awakening.
green
so,
dot.
yeah. He would have gotten the vaccine.
I just like the idea that it shows personality more than anything. That Pex would just be like, nah, fuck the government. But you're literally working at a club. You interact with hundreds of people every day. No, I'm not gonna get sick. Wouldn't
I
happen
have
to
an
me.
immune system.
It's just the flu.
It's all about the Constitution, man.
It's just the flu, he says, when he's part of the 50 plus demographic that was like, yeah, you guys probably really should get that vaccine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the group that
Yeah.
probably should.
Yeah, I've got it. I had it for 2 days.
Didn't
I
like it, got rid of it.
Yeah. It was like I had 1 day of high fever and then it was gone pretty much. Okay, cool.
Oh, you're talking about the virus. I thought the vaccine. I was like, yeah, and then I put a potato against my arm and got rid of the vaccine.
Got rid of the vaccine.
No, I was like
2 days, and then I
like,
got rid of it. When Han was like, and you got rid of it, I was like, oh,
Pex would have been like, yeah, I mean, Pex
thanks one of
wouldn't
those
have.
people like,
He would definitely not have gotten vaxxed. He probably would have gotten sick considering his job.
Yeah.
But I mean,
was gonna
he's
say,
also a very fucking resilient boy. So
He flexes his
It's
arm
like-
and squeezes the vaccine out again.
yeah. Oh man.
Just a little like antenna thing pops out with a little beeping, like beep beep beep. You just pick it up and like, the fuck is this?
He got the fuck out of that vaccine and it just got out.
I just realized that in World of Darkness, the 2020 period, you know, with the mass staying at home, would have been a really fucking weird period for vampires.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go to the club and
Interesting,
get my sippy. I'm starving. What do you mean the club's? What do you mean
Yeah.
it's I can't go here? What do you mean I need a vaccine?
Not only that, but they
Oh,
can't even
true.
go to people's homes to do anything
Yeah.
about it because they need permission to enter. So and people are like, nah, now it's not a good time to see anyone.
Right.
So they're like,
do vampires in this world actually work like that though?
Not without it being topical.
I wouldn't
You don't know.
know, but,
You think so? You know.
yeah,
garlic,
I don't know, but that
crosses.
seems to be generally the vampire law is that you need to get permission to enter homes.
Otherwise, their
Well-
security system will shoot you.
If they
Hold
need
that.
to count every grain, please stay out of beaches. Might be a little
True.
bit. Might take a spell to get through a beach.
Can't cross a line of salt because they have to count every grain.
Well, I think salt is because salt is just generally considered purifying.
Yeah, for ghosts, but for vampires, it was they are so pedantic, or what's it
Was
called? Not pedantic.
Autistic, obsessive.
Something like that.
Neurotic is the word. They're so neurotic they have to actually count every single grain and know how many there
Oh
are.
no, you spilled how many grains of sand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yes, indeed, and that's why. Just if you're a vampire, don't go to the beach. You'll be there for like
Until sunrise, I guess. Yeah.
Oh yeah, until sunrise.
Is that the same with
Shit.
the cross? It's just because one end is longer than the rest, and they're like, I can't handle
I
it.
have to measure it.
It isn't symmetrical. Why is one end longer than the rest?
They're all obsessive
Hurts my
carpenters.
brain. Yeah. Just even them out. Make them all equally long.
Oh my goodness, that reminded me of a song. I'm just gonna link it, but we can move on.
Is it topical or is it like something that I shouldn't mention on stream?
Oh, it's the song "My OCD" by Red and Lynx. Oh, wonderful.
Okay. Back to trying to focus, because holy shit, we're still not
You
even.
need a place to stay.
Yeah, where does Peck stay? In your car? In your Honda Civic?
No, I think we left my Honda Civic outside, out of town somewhere.
out of Portland or out of town?
Yeah, I mean, I would
where
have.
you died.
Out of Portland, I guess.
Right.
Someone could have stolen it. Like I would have wanted to get Marcus to fix me like a new set of plates, but since he's not here,
Well, maybe he's out of town fixing that right now for you. Let's not worry about it. Your car's
Yeah.
not here. The important part is then where you're staying. Because you have no friends or family here.
I have
Victor's a
friends.
friend.
You have limited
Yeah, Victor's a
cash.
friend.
Yeah, you can crash on my couch.
The other people who do. Well, okay. Does Victor have a
So
house
what
here?
kind of place
Yeah,
do you
I have
have?
an apartment.
You've just been. Okay. We haven't determined exactly how long you were out of town for. But you've just been paying for that the entire time.
Yeah, I imagine so. That's why he was very stingy with his money, because he has a tight budget, and he's like,
Great.
I need this for living, which is why
Give me
Mr.
a general
Moneybags.
direction where your apartment would be.
I've no idea.
Just something to sort of determine. Let me just even Portland.
It has to be
apartments.
on like what are
The
these areas
apartment
called?
expert
Like
Portland. What the fuck?
Pearl
Suburbs?
District, I guess.
Here we go. Are these apartments? These are not what I would call. Why is America so
No.
weird with what they consider to be apartments and houses?
I feel like you would want to stay in the middle of, the where stuff is happening.
Well, this is
You're that
apparently
kind of
right
guy.
next to Old Town, so
No, not Oregon. Portland. Apartments for rent, Portland.
what?
I googled. I googled Portland apartment rental.
Yes, and
Well,
I just got into a website and
this looks like a place for you. In the Pearl District, there's a
all right, just give me
thing
an
called
address.
Lovejoy Station.
Lovejoy Station.
Lovejoy Station apartment building.
Oh, found it. You can find it with Lovejoy Station.
There we go. Lovejoy Station. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Let's go with
That
that.
looks
He has an
fancy.
apartment in Lovejoy Station.
That certainly sounds like the kind of place you would have.
Also, it's not too far away from the clubs and stuff.
Yeah. Looks like it's somewhere downtown, so
Come on, don't take a picture
Oh,
like
yeah, there's
this.
a
Everyone can see
bakery
your
right across
reflection.
the street.
That's why you always make sure you have clothes on when you take pictures.
Ooh, it's Victor though. Where's the nearest Starbucks? Oh, it's
Just
right
you.
next to it. It'd be easy.
Oh, there you go.
I just think would Victor go for a Starbucks? I don't think Victor's the coffee kind of guy.
I mean, there's also Sisters Coffee.
You're an American. You should be.
Why do their Starbucks have like meals ready to go? Is Starbucks a grocery store these days? And what the fuck is this?
Because Americans don't cook for
Northern
themselves.
Lion? No.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe that explains why Starbucks is such a big thing, I guess.
Maybe.
Because Americans don't cook.
Why
Yeah.
did someone put a picture here of a fucking bald avatar guy in the Google Photos?
That's a good question.
Because he had no friends to take a picture of him actually standing there doing that.
Oh, that's sad.
That is too sad. Is that Victor? I'm
That's what Pex
joking.
looks like now, except less strong.
Yeah.
True.
No,
That's
no,
not.
no,
That's
it's
the. Yeah. That's like Pex 30 years ago. I'm so alone. Hey, look at me.
Yeah.
I'm Sneezy, look at me.
That was one of his hobbies, setting up cameras to take photos of himself at miscellaneous Starbucks locations.
Yeah.
That's definitely a hobby that people have, right? Anyway,
Sure.
we've Lovejoy. Lovejoy
Station.
Apartments near the Starbucks. We've established this. Let's move on.
Yes. It's not a huge apartment. It's relatively small,
Can it
so
fit
it's like
4 people? Can it fit
What?
at least 2 people?
we can fit 2 if we move.
Which
it
3
10.
stars out of 5? Oh.
That's
You
more
have a
than
subway
enough.
at the same building. That's
Oh,
good.
nice. Like
Also, there's
sandwiches
Lovejoy
or
Bakers
transportation.
across the street. Subway food place.
Okay.
Restaurant. Because, oh yeah, it is Subway in
It is
America.
Subway in
What the
America,
fuck did you say it was
underground.
called? Portland. Lovejoy.
I posted a
Lovejoy Station.
Lovejoy station. I posted a link to Discord.
Yes. Yeah, it's just for some fucking reason it doesn't save the locations when you hop from one to the other. Ever so slightly annoying.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, what is that? Like across the street, the next door building has a company called Posh Baby. What is that? Oh, stylish family-owned store showcasing eco-friendly children's apparel,
Yeah, of
toys,
course.
gear, and accessories.
I mean,
Posh Baby.
it's better than that clothing brand Sissy Boy or whatever the fuck that was called.
What?
Yeah, these aren't eco. Those aren't eco-friendly. These are.
hmm Anyway, let's not get distracted. We've identified that this is where
late.
people will be staying because it's your apartment, and apparently we're still paying rent for that. Considering you're about to go on a massive road trip across the country, would you keep renting this and paying money for that?
Probably not.
Where are you going
Because-
to put all of these? You've got so many fabrics here. I mean, look at this.
When your car's got space, right?
No. Like, I'm telling, these things you should have like a what's it called? Rent a storage, right?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be
Why?
cheaper.
I mean, I
I mean-
guess. I was just thinking, if we were going on a long trip, I was just thinking of selling it all. We're gonna need money.
Sure.
And I can't really take these with me, and if they sit in a storage, I can't really use them anyway, so...
Not to mention that there's a very real chance you'll just die. So would you rather have
That's
money for some extra guns, or the knowledge that you have an apartment for when you're done with it all?
Yeah. Just let go of your past. It's not there anymore.
It's not
You're not the same
important. You were
person.
probably renting this from your landlord who's supernatural anyway. In fact, you should put a bullet in him.
Respect. In his early stages of murder mania. But yeah, actually, that's a good point. Victor would try and get rid of his fabrics. I don't know, find if there's a small tailor shop or something like that in the city, and just go, here, you want to buy in bulk. Is the... Actually, fabrics. I'm trying to think, would Victor actually have that many fabrics? Like, he would probably buy when he needs them, because he doesn't actually have like a shop. It would be more commission based. So he would probably just take measures and then buy exactly the fabric that he needs, because he's not successful enough to just go, oh, I'll just splurge on a bunch of fabrics in case I need this.
Yeah.
So you would probably be mostly scraps, half like unraveled clothes that he's bought from a thrift store and cannibalized for his various bits and pieces of clothing
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. But the rest is mostly just a sewing machine, some threads, and scraps of fabrics that he has used but has not thrown away yet, because like, maybe I can use this still for something small. I don't know what, but so yeah, he probably wouldn't actually have that much. So he would be like, I'll probably just sell my He would probably actually have a portable sewing machine as well, because it would be something he would have probably bought before he came here. I'm trying to imagine. It's not one of those expensive big ones. So yeah,
A tiny
probably.
little pocket sewing machine in case you need to do
Well,
emergency sewing.
No, it's what would I say? Like, it's functional, but it's something you can.
You have in a suitcase or something.
Yeah, kind of something like that. Yeah,
Sure.
the size of a suitcase, roughly.
You know, Bex has his fishing tackle as a hold on to his life that is quickly slipping away, and you've got your fashion stuff. Let's
Yes,
call it
my
a
craft.
disguise kit.
Sure.
We need a disguise. Quickly, make us all look fabulous.
I'm waiting for the time when I get to roll on my craft.
Well, I mean, depending on what you do in town, maybe.
It's true. It's true.
Okay, we need something not noticeable. And Victor is like, ruffles. It just needs more ruffles.
Yes.
Discreet was the main main goal here. I'll go and buy binoculars from the shop.
Sure. If it's something that you're like, oh fuck, that's something I should probably have for a reason.
And I asked Pex if he'd get his own knife, because my Swiss Army knife is with Pex still. I'd like it back.
Why do I have it?
Sorry?
What about it?
Why do I have it? Why would I have it?
You needed it back in the day for something, and you never gave it back.
I believe we're talking about the bloody knife, right?
No, just my Swiss Army knife, mine regular old combat.
I thought I gave that back already.
School. Nope,
Okay.
haven't seen it.
Let's consider it
Okay.
given back and move on.
Yes.
Oh, good. For a moment, I was worried, because if you don't know where it is and I don't know where it is,
I think
that
it's
would
in
have been on you, man.
I think it's in my car, so Marcus would have it.
Oh, okay. I'll mark it. Mark it down.
Sure. All of this for a fucking Swiss Army knife you could probably get for like $5 at the local grocery store.
Hey, it's got some emotional.
Got
It has
sentimental
a
value.
corkscrew
Sentimental value,
on it.
yeah.
We need that.
I've been through a lot with that knife.
All the times it came up in the story so far, like when you used it to
Give it to me.
give it to him.
Yeah.
Your current leads in Portland that you're aware of, there's the tunnels, if you just want to investigate those as a tourist would. There's your Club Sugar Daddy. There's the occult stores. Any other leads or things that you would realistically want to investigate that Pex might have? Or other things that you look at the map and just go, you know what, that makes perfect sense, we should check out this. Or based on your previous adventures that you would think, well, let's research X, Y, Z while we have the chance. Because you're not forced to just go into the thing unless evil shows its face and, jumps into your lap. You're doing this at your pace.
Hey, Victor.
Yeah.
Sorry, but I just gotta ask. There's a jewelry store called Alchemy Jewelry Store, like right next to your apartment. You been there? Is that a hint? The name that they might have something more spicy?
What do you mean more spicy?
What are you been
to the-
I'm
drinking?
looking at the map. I don't
It's
see
to
an
the
alchemy.
southwest, where the park place is. If you zoom in,
Have you been day drinking again?
It's
it's- it's
When
to the
doesn't he
north.
day drink?
There's the US Bank mortgage. Yeah, this one. So if you, what should be there? It's the uppermost, or top
Unless
yeah,
he has
there it
Lovejoy
is.
Bakers
Just one to the one to the left. Left.
Alchemy
this-
jewelry store.
So is that a
Yeah,
hint?
the messengers, I
maybe they
guess,
have
talk to you.
maybe there's like a underground, specialty store.
What, you want to go put a bullet in their head because they might be dabbling in alchemy?
Or maybe we could get some supplies that actually work. You know?
I don't know.
Like
I
my
can think of
spirit box,
art.
I haven't used it once.
I haven't asked if they have any magical potions or
Ah, shucks.
whatever it is you're after. I mean, you can go and ask. You look like the guy who wears jewelry a lot. So.
How do you
Like the
even
kind of
ask
guy who would
for
ask.
something like that?
I mean, you go in, you knock on the door as you open it, bang, bang, bang. Good day. Do you sell magic?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Let's go.
please give me
We
the
have
conversation
powers.
that you would have here.
Got any spells?
We have magic. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I
Wait.
haven't been in this business for long enough to go through and every place in the city and go, hey, you wouldn't happen to be wink, wink, nudge, nudge into the supernatural shit.
Sure, I don't expect the whole city, but this is like
Sound
right
like a
next
drug,
door,
drug
right?
dealer when you say do it like that. I don't know. It's
Yeah. You spy?
that's
You spy? Spice? You spy? I don't know. I haven't asked. I was
Alright,
busy
never
trying
mind.
to
I
get the commissions.
just thought.
No,
It's such
feel
a suspicious
free.
name.
I mean, it's
you know?
right there.
How's alchemy even related to jewelry? I don't understand.
Well,
Well,
I'm
I
going
guess
to
you
say
combine
that
the
because you
components,
mentioned
gold
this
is
stuff.
pretty important in gold was pretty important in alchemy, and gold is used in a lot of jewelry. You transform the bits and pieces and put them together and recreate something new.
exactly.
Oh right, it's the stone. That one. Huh?
The philosopher's
What was
stone.
it called? What?
The philosopher's stone.
Right, like with Harry Potter, right? That one.
Yes. that.
Sure.
Sure.
That one, yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, because you, the player, was interested in this, I'm going to assume that that means that Peter, the you, was interested in this and would have walked in investigating
sure.
things. I'm also going to assume you don't have your gun on your back in public.
Oh no, not in town. Nope. Not that.
So you walk into
military.
the store and at the very least look around. Like, what if they have stuff like this? Alchemy in the name has to be something.
Do hunters see the hunter's markings even without second sight, or do you need to
Yes.
activate second sight to see them?
You don't need to activate second sight for those.
I imagine it's
Great.
just
So I'll go and check
People
if they have any markings. Just perusing some jewelry in general. Casually.
I've already checked before. There are no hunter markings here. But as you just walk in and start looking around, the clerk will come up to you and say, "Is everything to your liking, sir? Can I help you with anything?"
Oh, hello. I'm sorry. I'm. She can see there's like no jewelry at all on Peter whatsoever. So
I think you would
it's
look
like-
lovely in a pair of silver rings. Those are very much your color. You look like an autumn.
Oh no! I'm sorry. This isn't for me. I'm looking this for
Oh,
my.
I see, for a
fiancé.
girlfriend. Of course, of course. What sort of style is for her? And she takes you over to the expensive display. These
are pretty. The rocks are big. That's for sure.
These are pieces of like 1,000, 2,000 for fairly small bits.
Isn't this like for the marrying phase? This is just a fiance right now, right at the moment. Not to. I mean, don't take it wrong, but.
Well, the general indication is about 1 month's salary for an engagement ring.
Sure, I was just thinking maybe some, earrings or something, just something to commemorate our.
Oh, it's not quite
anniversary.
time yet for that. Well, I'm sure she would appreciate any gifts that we can help you find. And she will go over to a slightly different section right next to it. Like, we have a lovely pair of earrings just in. I understand that men often have some difficulty picking something. I assure you that no matter what your girlfriend is into, she would love something like this.
Ooh, I like out of character. Or Peter has no interest in buying anything since it's unmarked completely. What would he do? Yeah, these.
How good are you at saying no in situations like this?
Probably.
Are you there alone, or did you drag someone with you?
It sounded like you went here alone.
I'm alone. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I do have a lot of willpower, so I'm probably good at saying no. Usually, especially maybe not when I'm actually interested in something, because he does tend to like new experiences, but there's no reason to buy any jewelry, so he's like, yeah, I'm sorry, but these just I don't know, these don't really speak her, you know. Red hair, green eyes,
All right,
nothing like that here.
Give me a willpower roll just to see
Sure.
if you are capable in just saying no as opposed to having 3. It could have happened. It's like nope.
Definitely.
He just walks out with his expensive earrings that he doesn't know what to do with.
Yeah.
I couldn't say no. No, you bring up the willpower to tell the store clerk that you're just browsing for now. But thank you very much for the suggestion.
Yes.
You can see the light leave her eyes, and then she walks away. Like, of course, sir.
The first encounter of the session successfully defeated.
If you failed the willpower check, that would have been a combat encounter.
With the rest of them.
All right.
But yes, you look around the place, and you are certain this place is not magical in any way, despite the name.
Oh, he walks outside, and then he's like, "Oh, I should have asked about the name. Damn it!"
Well, you can't go back in now. That would be really awkward.
No, yes, really embarrassing. So no, I'm not going back. But I will be. He'll know me. Well.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay, let's just roll real quick to see where we're at. And all right, Peter's still in charge.
Yep. I'll start. I'll ask. Like, maybe it's time to start delegating jobs, right? These guys are just being nostalgic and caught up in their own things. Yeah. Like.
Just
he doesn't even realize how emotional this might be for you, because you like, for reals, like Pex actually had to live his own life, and Victor is about to somewhere around along the same lines. So he'll just go say to them like, "Okay, guys, we really need to start, digging into this stuff. Victor, you were the good one, right, for the research? So you should check what's going on here in the creek. Oh, no, not the creek. This is the tunnels, right? So yeah, that should be your job, shouldn't it?"
I suppose. There was also, I was thinking of the Crater Lake. There was, sure, you know what? Yeah, let's focus on this one. I can check into the tribes later as well.
And Pex, I'm pretty sure you know. Like, you're the bouncer, you must know like half the town, especially the, I don't know, partygoers and lowlifes. So maybe you go check your contacts or anything to see if anything else is happening here, mysterious disappearings or anything like that. I'm going to research something in the same line, but over the internet. So yeah, that should be. As soon as Marcus comes in, I'm sure we'll find him a slot to fill. All right. Oh, And as you guys are doing the more important stuff, I'll do the support. So be right back. And he leaves to get order some real good food from around the place and a set of Starbucks to help us go deep into the night if needed.
Okay, you're just gonna do research at home with internet?
Yeah, that's Peter's job.
How will you deal with this? We go online and we search.
Well, it's so that's like the
Approach my task by checking how much money I have at first. I mean, I did pay the rent, so I guess I do have money. So I'm gonna go across the street into the bakery. I'm gonna see if they sell newspapers. I don't have a phone, so I'm just gonna do my research by sitting down, taking it real easy and slow, and having a coffee and reading the newspaper.
My goodness, that's a good image.
I'm doing
I'll do
research.
I'll do exactly as you told. And just goes and reads the newspaper.
Okay. I don't know how long time you would spend on that, but let's just say people give me miscellaneous roles as we try to scrounge together some information for leads here. Let's just go one by one. Victor, what topic are you researching? In however, let's say a few days you're taking for this stuff.
We're doing the tunnels, and there were ghosts, and what? So yeah, I can look into the ghosts because we've had ghosts before, and shit like that. So,
Tunnel ghost research, okay.
Yes.
What would you give me occult research doesn't make fucking sense. God, why are these things split up sometimes? Yeah, either give me intelligence research or intelligence occult, whichever you think fits.
Yeah,
But tell
I'll
me
take
which
the
one.
research one
Sure.
because we already had occult for the ghosts earlier, so 2 successes.
Tunnel ghost research, 2 successes.
2 tens. If that
So,
matters.
And 1-1, as always.
yes,
As always.
as is tradition.
Yes.
Okay, before I give results, Peter, how are you spending this time? And
Yep.
we have you roll for it.
I'll pop online trying to find any news articles on mysterious disappearings or suspicious deaths or anything like that. Anything that might endanger the people around the town.
Okay, yeah, give me a research roll for that. Give me intelligence research.
Yep, coming right up. That is my specialty. 0 successes.
Right, makes sense. All right, Pex, how were you doing? Any particular research? Just reading the newspapers?
Yes.
Sure thing. Give me intelligence. Is that even intelligence? You're literally just reading the newspaper. So I'm just going to use that one as a default in case of newspapers say. Okay, let's start with the obvious one. Peter search gives shit. Jack shit. Sure. Give me intelligence research. In case there's anything obvious in the news. Okay. Let's start with the clues on online on HunterNet. Where's the road trip? Oh, here it is. So, the Portland tunnels, the main thing you're sort of here for. You will get some information. Hold on, let me Bring it up. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here we go. The first, more obvious thing is that a set of old tunnels were discovered here in Portland, Oregon, at this point some 50 years ago, which were apparently from the late 19th century, and used before that form a entire network of tunnels in the dock area of Portland. And very quickly, stories started emerging that in these tunnels, people would get what was called getting shanghaied, meaning that they would get either made drunk, or just knocked out, or just grabbed off the street and carried off, and then either held in prisons below the city for a while, or just taken directly to a ship where, unconscious, they would get taken out into the open waters and then presented with a choice, like, hey, what are you doing on my boat? I didn't invite you here, you are a stowaway. Either you agree to this contract to work for me, and I will take you to where we're going, or you're a trespasser stowaway, and I'm just gonna throw you overboard.
Rough deal.
Rough deal. And apparently that happened quite a bit, as the lower classes suffered from, at least as far as the stories go, an epidemic of getting shanghaied like this. Of course, part of this might also simply be a bunch of stories that people are told to increase the spook factor ever since these tunnels were uncovered. But there is certainly a series of tunnels there. Part of them has been dug out and restored since then, forming a tourist attraction. But your research will also indicate that there are many more segments of tunnel that were never really properly restored. And between all the ghost stories that are clearly just tourist bait, are also stories that meet the criteria of what at least your messengers will also tell you in your head, like, that's worth investigating. As they give you messages along the lines of, he is trapped there, and they hide here. Messages, as always, that are pretty cryptic and not terribly useful. But at the very least, they ping you that something, some quarry is indeed there. Similarly, your newspapers will have the occasional entry of just, missing people, dead people, as Pex goes through that, and there's nothing particularly flashy or showy, but as you read them, occasionally a part of you just goes, that seems wrong. Like, too many young pretty girls, suddenly disappearing in a row in an area.
Okay.
So you are fairly certain that there is something predatory active in Portland. Simply based on the newspaper. There's no specific, like, oh yeah, go here and check it out. But at the very least, Victor's ping seems to point to the tunnels. Something wider, city-wide, is a little more difficult to investigate, but also seems to be active.
Seems we might have to go underground, into dark areas, headlamps for everyone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So why Peter got 0 successes was because he heard the term Shanghaiing and just couldn't let it go. Why is it called Shanghai? What's the deal with?
Well, that is something you can just look up online pretty easily.
he could if, you know, he just got distracted.
Well, let's just confirm it. Why is it called Shanghaiing?
Shanghaiing etymology. Not Shanghai, no, not city of Shanghai.
To Shanghai someone, to kidnap them, originates from the 1850 in the practice of kidnapping sailors to work on ships bound for Shanghai, China.
That makes sense since we just heard that story.
In some stories, since you're looking in the more weird side of it, they would have instances of trap doors in bars that, you know, when you're ordering a drink, they suddenly open the trap door and have you drop into a cell waiting for you, where they just, you know, keep you prisoner and then surround you and knock you out.
Well, hello, Sweeney Todd.
Yeah, something like that, which is probably based on that practice.
Might just be.
So yeah, everyone's been researching it and goes like, oh, of course, the stench of the supernatural is strong here. And then Peter busts in going, guys, I figured out why it's called Shanghai.
Yes, indeed.
What? You took a Chinese etymology class or something?
What? Etymology? What's that?
It's the study of the origins of words, where they come from. Well done,
There's
you
a
figured
word
out
for
what...
Of course, there's a word for that. Ah, okay. Anyway, no. I
I
saw
need
this.
to go clear more piss.
Did the baby piss all over the place again? I guess
that
so.
would be the logical conclusion. Hopefully, nothing else happened.
Was it on the
Well,
couch?
I hope not. I hope it's somewhere where it's easy to clean. Just start keeping the baby in the bathtub.
Just have a plastic hamster ball.
You live, okay. He starts peeing and then starts running around very quickly.
Yep.
So he just starts sloshing
yeah.
around inside of it.
Now you learn. Don't piss
That's it.
and walk and live.
That's what you get. Yeah, teach that 5-year-old.
Surely he's not a 5-year-old and peeing all over the place.
No, I don't think so either. So
It's 1 or 2 at tops.
Yes. He hasn't been adapted
So,
that long.
yeah, no. I just came to I saw this word and I was like, why would they call Shanghai? And you know, I got it. And as we exchanged information, he's sort of like, wait a moment, well, that's exactly what I read about. So has Shanghai been happening here literally? Like, you know, they actually took them to the ships? Ah, so
They took-
also confusing.
Who to the ships?
The disappeared people, like the innocents.
Like back in the day?
Well, even now, it seems. Didn't you say there were still disappearances in the city?
Well, yeah, like pretty girls, but I don't think it's that. I mean,
No, that sounds
I
more like...
imagine the worker laws these days are pretty well done in most places where you, I suppose, human trafficking still exists.
Yeah, human trafficking and like young girls. This might be a maybe it's organized crime instead of whatever. But no.
So we can
My
agree.
gut tells me there must be something wrong.
No, I think we should go take a tour.
A tour of
Just to get a
the
feel
tunnels?
the place. Yeah, like one of those tourist things, and Pex can give it a glance over with his magic eyes, his powers,
The third eye? Yeah.
and we can see, or he can see if he can find anything or get a feel of anything that way.
Now, rather than just tell you the stuff myself, I say we just take a few minutes to walk like an official guy doing a presentation on, oh, look, this is how awful it was. If you are taking the official examination.
Yeah, the official true, yeah.
The official, true, real life presentation. Because if you're taking, the ghost tunnels, then that is the part I will show you, because that's the part they would show you.
Yep.
Going there would be a sort of fat guy in a cheap coat and top hat, talking about how things are. Big.
Whoa.
I mean, whoa.
That picture.
Whoa.
Whoa. That's just like Randy Marsh style.
Yeah, he's a big fatter here than I had prepped for that, but it's fine. First off, I'm going to put the link in the thing, and then I'm also going to put the link on screen so we can just fucking watch the YouTube thing here as we...
Wait, not Randy
This
Marsh.
is a React channel now.
Different Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah, Trailer Park Boys, Randy.
Okay,
Anyway.
so I put this here.
Let's
Secondly, I'm just going to put it on screen.
It's
So we
my
go
bad.
here, and then here, and then here.
It's just not.
There, and Pex uses his discern. We see the blonde lady.
Yes, you see the
Well,
blonde
he
lady
sees the
for
blonde lady.
real. And then the guy that's doing the tour will just sort of say, ooh, yeah, spooky, definitely. I sensed something. No, that was not the trolley overhead making that noise. The smell, no, that's not the fast food chain overhead. That's not the O'Tully's. In fact, here, everyone have a complimentary king beer. And he hands you all a beer. It's it's included in the tour.
And then Victor goes to Pex and goes, "You want to take a look at that as well?" And leans in and goes,
Tunnels?
"You take a look at the tour.
The tour
guide as well."
guide called.
Oh, the tour guide. I
Robert.
mean, sure, we could have him escort us down there, I guess.
I mean, I presume like we were taking the tour and we actually saw the apparition, and
Well, the thing
Afterwards,
is,
he's
second
like,
sight needs to be activated,
yeah, but he has discern, which allows
but
him to
his
actually
doesn't.
see.
So he would have seen it.
Yes,
So he would have
That's
gone.
the
There's
point.
definitely something.
We went there. That was like, oh, I missed that part.
Yes, you were away taking care of a poopy baby.
So Bobbert took us
To
down there,
summarize,
okay.
the three of you, would have gone there, gotten the tour, pretty much exactly
Right.
like the video, with the guy with the top hat in the belly
he's a bit fatter
giving
now
you
than
the
he
tour.
used to
Yeah,
be.
well, he's gotten more full of shit.
and he's gone. And he's gone to the barber. Those are the girls that have been going missing. He's eaten them all because he's a.
Yeah, second
Maybe.
sight, this guy maybe.
Who wants to do it? I mean, okay, you already have your
Discern.
discern active.
Yeah,
Don't you have to roll for it to see how long?
I
it
do.
He
I'll do
does.
it. I'm
The
doing
tour is
it.
probably a bit longer than 10 minutes, so let's say you need at least 30 minutes to get the whole thing.
I mean, it doesn't burn resources, so yes, he gets to roll for it. But anytime he goes
No,
out, he
my
can just reactivate.
my eyes hurt.
-1.
Yeah, he botched it.
What does a -1 on discern even do?
I don't know what edges and botches do.
Yeah, okay. You squint your eyes, you go, and you pop a blood vessel and go, my eye, and you can't use your discern for the rest of the day.
Okay. Good. It's not like I enjoy seeing ghosts and that stuff anyway, so.
It's just, a reliable method of tracking guy. Of course, the rest of you are like, now I can't see anything rest of the day. Well, there was probably nothing here either. And then all of you, see the flickers of those symbols that the messengers give you floating through the air a little bit. Going in through one of the vents. There are no immediate routes from here leading up or to any other doors. The segment that you are getting the tour in is pretty much a straight line.
Okay.
From where the tour starts to a basement to this is where we have the bunk beds where the people used to live, and ooh, look, the pub that we rebuilt here has a trap door. Isn't that spooky? Definitely. All right, drink your beer, everyone. We're like half an hour in. Next tour starts in a bit. Did you see the ghost? I did. Ooh.
Yeah, I didn't realize I was muted as Pex was screaming like, "Ow, my eyes! I can't see." I was like, "Yeah." As Peter understands that, maybe he'll activate second sight, but since I couldn't say it because I was muted, I don't know if I got it off.
Let me just give you an additional check if this is a success or not. 6 or high. No, I guess you just didn't.
Yep.
Let's just say it flew over his head and he didn't realize what Pex was talking about.
Yep, you didn't.
Well, since it was a botch, I'm like, okay, I guess we trust Pex, and Pex like, oh no.
Yeah. You trust his screaming. But even then...
What do you mean, trust? I have something in my eye.
Yeah. There's definitely nothing here. He just had something in his eye.
We didn't sense anything.
Well, yeah, I can't see anything.
Yeah, well, the problem is that you sense things on multiple levels, right? First off, the messengers will scream stuff in your head to sort of push you in a direction. Additionally, your regular eyes can occasionally see the supernatural when it reveals itself. Then there's your second sight, which does not just give you a crystal clear picture of what's happening. It shows you a sort of enhanced truth. So a ghost might look like a regular person to you all of a sudden. Or they could look like a waterfall standing there. Similarly with discern, it gives a lot of clarity, but I'm not entirely sure what the limitations of it are. It's not just that you get perfect information. You see through illusions, but how things that are normally invisible or odd-looking would appear is difficult to say. Like, how would a vampire appear to discern? They're not using any illusion. It's literally just a guy standing there.
Yeah, but they do. Technically, they have the. From what little I read before we decided on Hunter, because it was on player characters, they have the breath of life, which kind of brings the a sense of livingness, like pallor, to, like a bit of color to the cheeks, warmth to the skin.
Yes, you're thinking of the flush of life, and
yeah, that one.
Yes,
yeah.
And that is not so much an illusion as it is just using the blood to force activate their body for a while. But the question is that an illusion at that point? Decisions.
Probably not. But then, yeah. I mean, you would probably see the fangs. I imagine those are something that
you will get miscellaneous degrees of clues.
Yeah. But as far as invisibility, I'm pretty sure discern just says you see through that. Like you see the creature that tried to be invisible.
The important part is discern sees through illusions perfectly. And second sight and discern both give you enhanced reality, not perfect clarity.
Yeah. The second sight is more...
You see, you don't see 100%, you get clues.
Yeah, the second sight is more enhanced perception in
Yes.
that you get a sense of something is wrong, but you don't necessarily see it. It's just hunters call it second sight. Whereas
Yes.
discern is your sight actually is empowered with your edge and you can actually see through things. So perception might be a wrong kind of smell in this place, or like you described the punch bowl, an overwhelming smell of rot and something like
Yes.
that, which isn't there to kind of go like, hey, something is terribly wrong here. But yep. But there are symbols and signs that actually try and tell us, like, no, guys, seriously.
Yes.
The fat man isn't full of shit.
After taking the tour, it's clear that the particular section here is pretty well cordoned off against tourists. But there is an emergency exit, which may or may not lead upstairs. The public tour areas are generally well lit and stabilized, with little set pieces of storytelling for tourists. But there are also rusted gates, the occasional crumbling walls that you can see an area behind. Faded lineage of bits and pieces that have been built, destroyed, and then rebuilt in the underbelly of the city. So it's kind of hard to determine where someone's basement begins and the set of tunnels technically starts. So if you want to find the series of tunnels that you're really looking for, you're going to have to provide me with some sort of strategy. Maybe you go for maintenance corridors or condemned basements of nearby buildings, maybe a storm drain. Maybe you just take this area, that the tour brings you and try to sneak away into some hole that you found. But you gotta think, like, where would they realistically be guiding people? Because you get the idea, if nothing else with your second sight, that this area that you've just visited is very much sort of a front. This is a nice little area presented and dressed up to lure in tourists to a specific place. Take them through a little walk for half an hour, and they'd be like, wow, did you see the ghost? That's great. And then he repeats it, and the life drains from his eyes as he repeats the exact same spiel 100 times. That's right, little Timmy. Did you see the ghost? That'll be $50. Check out our store for patented ghost detectors. As he eats an entire rotisserie chicken in an attempt to stave off suicide for one more day.
Didn't Peter have some BP box that he bought from the
Oh yeah, he did some Timo shopping.
yeah, that
I do. Yep.
we showed Orpheus lady, and I think even Victor went through with his occult and went like, yeah, seems legit enough.
Okay, hold on.
Yep. This is what I have in my So I have an EMF reader, what we saw in the video. I have the spirit box, which we actually saw too. I didn't even know they could go combined, but I guess if you start creating bullshit equipment, you can just combine them. Then I have like incense and ritual candles and stuff like that. Some salt.
All right. If you have that in mind, would you mind telling me what it is exactly that you, how you plan to approach this? Because you're sure that somewhere in the more hidden away areas of these tunnels, there is something, but it's pretty clear that the owners of this guided tour area have sort of cordoned off this area pretty well. And it's not like there's the opportunity to just, oh, here's a door, let me just real quick shimmy through that. Maybe after closing time or something.
Mhm. Yeah.
Or maybe if you bust down a wall or go into a nearby building, there are ways, but I would like to hear your ideas. Also, I'm indicating for like a second.
Well,
Where does this lead? And I push it open and I start walking there.
You push open what?
I don't fucking
A
know.
Okay, you opened the door to the bathroom. You're in the bathroom now. Congratulations.
Oh, perfect. That's exactly what I
The
was
fat
looking
guy
for.
is in there, taking a big dump. He's like, why the fuck did you do that?
Why didn't you lock the door?
I thought I had privacy. I enjoy the thought that at any moment someone might storm in here.
Well, congratulations then. Also, why? I don't want to know. I closed the door.
Yeah, like I said, the tourist area seems pretty well cordoned off to exactly prevent that sort of thing. What, you want little Timmy to wander away from his parents for 5 seconds and push the door open into the horrors from the unknown other dimension being right behind door number 1 because he pushed a button?
or getting completely lost in the labyrinth of underground
Yeah, he steps
tunnels
away from his parents for a
behind
second.
door number 2.
Without
Yeah.
a gate or something blocking it off.
So yeah, ex-military Peter ain't the smartest of guys, but he does have like from his experience, he knows he has to keep an eye out and map out the area. So he'll keep an eye out for any doors and try to like for later when we break into the place, which is his idea. Like he thinks it's going to go that way. He will keep an eye out for any doors, map out the area, try to get a sense of where to pinpoint when we come here later, so we don't get lost. Don't know if anybody else is doing anything in the tunnel specifically, but later on Peter will go like, okay, I think I got it mapped out. We could go and break into the place and actually go to the restricted area where probably the actual action is.
Okay, that sounds like a plan to just go back into the same area after closing time. Does everyone agree that that's
Yep.
the plan?
Victor thinks that considering this is a big thing in the city, like historical stuff, and tunnels like these would have been mapped out, so there has to be more than likely a map of this place somewhere other than just underneath the jurisdiction of this big guy. Like, if nothing else, then already for rescue workers and I don't know, what's the word? Like, official routes would have had mapped out as many of those tunnels as possible. So I don't know, trying to find maybe a leak of it, or just go into, I don't know, city records or something and asking if we can see the map. Or something like that, because there's probably a sewer map as well and stuff like that. So try and get our hands on that map would probably make it easier to kind of figure out where what goes, as opposed to trying to map it out ourselves, because someone's already probably done that.
You would think so, but it's actually not particularly easy to find that. Particularly when I'm looking online. I'm like, well, is this just available? Nope. Which means that, if nothing else, you're getting a pretty difficult check. The tunnels aren't places to be explored alone. Many have collapsed over the years and are unsafe or don't lead anywhere, allegedly. The only way to see the tunnels is by taking a haunted Shanghai tunnel tour, underneath O'Tully's and King Brewery. Legends originated when the 1933 writer Stephen Holbrook began publishing a newspaper article about 1890s Portland. These colorful tales, a soldier begins drinking, which features a bar that was 2 meters long. And he then... I don't know why the fuck the bar length was mentioned as if that was critical to the story. He began drinking and then woke up the next day on a ship on his way out to sea. Yeah, okay. That's such a weird way to structure that sentence. That strikes me as AI written.
Yes, I mean, if that's supposed to be an American tale, the most supernatural thing is actually using meters for the bar.
It's true.
Yeah, true.
I found
the
something.
international guests.
Oh
You
wait,
found
Portland
some?
food
alright.
tour. Oh wait, no, this is wait, what? Tunnel. It's a tunnel map, but now I'm wondering if
No, there
map of the
there's
tunnels,
maps,
Portland
but,
walking tour. Yeah, map of the tunnels. I
Yes,
mean that's the
well-
best I could find from TripAdvisor.
It's not a fantastic image. Let me just put that. I've seen that one before. I was hoping for like a proper 2-dimensional.
Oh yeah, no, I get it. That's
You
the,
know, we
like,
don't- we're
It
not
just
gonna-
indicates that a map seems to exist
Mm-hmm.
even as part of the tour.
Yeah, let me just put that on screen. It wants to load. There we go. God, for fuck's sake, why is it so tiny? But yeah, effectively, this, when combined with a map of Portland's downtown, which I will also put on here. No, don't. Come on. I dragged it to here to open. Bye. Third time's the charm. Thanks, Roll20. Alright. You sort of got to combine these two maps mentally, where underneath the buildings there are the parallel lines of the underground map. So in this particular curved area, the other map has a similar... I think that one might just be on the north side, looking at this. I'm pretty sure the waterfront would be at the bottom. But then Old Town is on the south, so who fucking knows? I was also, when I was looking for it, very much hoping for a map that just showed the thing from the top, but
Oh yeah. But that
it doesn't
was the,
really matter. Pick an entry point and let's say they look like this.
Yep.
Yeah. For the purpose of this adventure, these two maps sort of overlap with each other.
Yep. Well, we should definitely go the green route.
Okay. Is it because it's green?
You know, green means easy.
Of course.
Right.
All right.
Also, it's a reference to a Finnish song, which nobody, probably not even the Finns know. But anyway.
So your plan is, to be clear, late at night, go to this same place, break in, worm your way into other sections of the tunnel.
Yeah.
No, Victor suggests we don't break in. We at least to this place because they probably have security because they have shops and shit.
Now that you are
But if there
aware
is
of the bigger picture of the map after a little bit of research, You would be able to go to other places and enter from there, although if you're depending on the time you're entering, there's very little instances that you could just, casually walk in here. It's always through some other building.
Yeah, but if it's like an abandoned building or
It's downtown Portland, Oregon. How many abandoned buildings would there be in the city center?
I don't know. You
probably
mentioned them
break
earlier,
into-
so-
I know, and then the
Would
question
probably-
is, why would abandoned buildings not at the very least have a lock on the door, or security
Probably
across
break
from it?
into a store
Look at
or
the
a
backyard from where we're staying. The what was it?
Lovejoy. What
Lovejoy
the?
Station.
Yeah, Lovejoy Station.
The backyard. You mean the center of the place?
There's the postal service parking lot, huge thing. Everything just looks pretty fucking run down over there. I was wondering, like,
Okay, hold on.
maybe there's
Here's the
something we
Lovejoy
can use.
apartment. Could you tell me on the map approximately where that is?
Yes. I will.
Or link the coordinates.
I'm trying to
This
find it
looks
myself.
pretty busy downtown here. So I'm not just going to believe you when you say, like, oh no, it's just an abandoned bullshit nothing place here.
Yeah, never mind.
Unless you want to
Looked,
argue there was nothing in the
Off season.
parking lot.
It was an off season picture that looked just really fucking weird.
Okay.
Okay, never mind.
But yeah, even if there's nothing abandoned, we probably should or would have to break into an apartment or a store and go to their cellar and somehow indeed either
There
bust
is
out
at
a
least
door
like
or
a parking garage. I don't know how. We could just go and walk around and check if there's anything leading down. That's at
I
least
suppose.
like,
Alright,
how
let's-
about going?
let's-
They sometimes might have like maintenance,
Absolutely
okay.
true. Let's see
How about-
if you pick a building, pick a building, and then
I'd
we'll see
rather
what
go
your
and
luck is
snoop
if it
around
happens
there
to a connection.
for starters than just break into some fucking store or
Sure. How about from the river, we could try to find a sewer entrance and go through the sewers, which is probably even less like conspicuous. And if we find a service tunnel through there, if somebody is even intelligent enough to overlay the maps over each other and just kind of take a city map, take the tunnel map we have,
Yeah. Well,
and just go pinpoint there it is.
according to this, this segment over here, which is, slightly removed from it near the curve here, that's where the haunted Shanghai Tunnels tour was. So combining that with this map, I would say that it's probably that the tour is probably on the right side here of the picture.
Yep. Somewhere around the
I mean
red
that's why
cross.
Victor wanted a proper map, so that you could
yeah.
go, okay, here's the tunnel map. Let's compare it to the city map, so we don't have to do this because someone else has bound to have done it already.
Right. Well, the
Well,
map is
maybe-
indeed sort of mapped, but is it complete? That's the question.
Right, but it helps us get in, and instead of us having to go, okay, so this we kind of see here and here, and if we go down that place, then these probably connect. Instead we go, yeah, here's a map. Like as far as the city has deemed it safe to map and put out.
I mean, you still kind of gotta guess, but yeah. The map's better than nothing.
All right, Victor, good job. This is definitely something we can use, the map.
Well,
It's
yeah,
great stuff.
okay.
So then the next question arises: how, when you go in? You find a building that sort of overlaps with the map. Okay, sure, that's not a problem. But then the question is, okay, you pick a building. Let's say we pick a building on Google Maps, or a type of building. Let's say a parking garage. What are the odds that it connects? Well, you'd need to see if you're lucky. and then if things sort of align, we'll take a look whether or not it connects.
Sounds good.
So let's say the first thing you said, parking garage, that you find that's on the line. Right? Let's give you a luck check. If this is a 8, 9, or a 10, it happens to connect. 2. So unfortunately, the parking garage does not connect. What else do we find in terms of
Well, if
stuff
you
that
look
would be
where
easy to get
Shanghai
in from?
tunnels is,
Uh-huh.
and then you look where Love Station is, which is somewhere north from the Shanghai tunnels. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yeah.
6, 7, 8, about 9 crossings to the left from Shanghai tunnels, and then northward.
There is a
past
chance it
Burlington Tunnel.
connects. All right, well, what are
Yes.
the chances that your apartment building happens to connect? I'd say if it's a 9 or a 10. You know, if you're lucky. 7.
Not quite.
Unfortunately, the apartment building has no reason to be connected to those old tunnels.
Do I remember working at the night clue? If there was maybe something.
Maybe the night clue connects. Well, first off,
Yeah.
let's see if from your memories, I'm going to say that you remember it clearly. And I'm going to say a 7, an 8, a 9, or a 10. A 5. No, you don't remember anything like that in the basement. Doesn't mean it's not there, but you don't remember it at the very least.
Yeah.
Also, you're fired, so you can't really
Well,
get.
you
I
can
know, I was
easily
just-
go back in, but
it was
he's
just
also he's also bald,
Yeah.
so he could just walk in and be like, "I am new person,"
Oh,
and then Big Dawn is there going, "I don't remember you."
He's like, yeah, I'm here for a job.
In case the next one also happens to be bad luck, then you might want to re-explore the clue. Just to see if there's an area you haven't explored. Because you know the clue did have some mysteries.
Yeah. Although, I'm not sure if Victor wants to take Hex to other hunters who seem to be more or less murdery towards someone he hopes to utilize at some point. But hey, maybe there are other people, other supernaturals. Could be more vampires in the city.
Absolutely possible. Okay, but let's say pick one more place that you think might connect.
Oh, about the sewers?
Just go into the middle of the street, pull open a manhole, and crawl inside.
I'm pretty sure we have like accesses through the river side, like old access points where they used to dump sewage into the river.
Let's see if we can see something like that along the river.
Can we try slip into the basement of strip club haunted house?
I also saw Studio Sisu, which is interesting for Finns once again. It's just one of those
Could be.
Finnish words.
Yeah, it could be.
Let's
Finnish
see.
origin.
We need to be looking in this direction. I don't know exactly how sewage is done in America, but I don't expect there to just be a big hole on the side here in the style of like Fallout where it dumps raw sewage into the water here. There's little holes here that I see, like these. You see them?
Yep.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's for rainwater and whatnot, probably. Or maybe
Yeah.
it's a sewage pipe. But it's not the sort of thing you can crawl into, let's say, unless you're really dedicated.
I don't think that's large enough for even the most dedicated. Maybe a raccoon, but we don't have one of those in our party. I'm going through a waterfront park, but I can't see any access points.
There is something that looks like a dock here that has something connecting to something underground. I don't think it's a sewer, but it might be a basement of something.
Yeah, we could go try there. At least it's a little bit less like conspicuous.
Certainly true. And since it's the last one I want to roll for, otherwise we're just rolling the entire time for it. If it's a 5 or higher.
4.
Ooh.
Very well. Of course, after that, you arrive here. And the next issue is that that door there is just locked. Who here has the
Why did we
ability
leave
to deal with the door?
leave Marcus out?
Yeah, he's currently, I don't know, washing your car on the beach.
He's
With a
adamant
hot
that he
babe.
doesn't know how to lock picks. Or pick locks.
Does
Yeah,
no one here know how to
I've
deal with the
seen-
locked door?
I mean, I've seen some YouTube videos.
Yeah, it's not like you can use your credit card soon anyway, so.
Yeah, alright.
And if that fails, I mean, the good old boot in the middle usually does the trick.
Well, let's try
Oh,
to
your
do
foot's
things
key.
quietly first.
Yeah.
The
We
night
don't have a
begins. You go
crowbar,
over
do we?
here, and you try to deal with the door. Stealthily, without drawing attention, I'm assuming. So give me... Of course, there's no lock pickings. Go, give me a... dexterity
Security,
Yeah.
Hey, what?
Dexterity
Security
security. As you try to deftly pick the lock.
I have
You bought
great
a bunch of
dexterity,
tools, which
nothing
is
on
that.
the nothing on
Yeah,
the
it takes you 10 minutes of shimmying. But yeah, you pop open the padlock and make your way inside. I want to sort of use a rough map like this to indicate where things are. So let's just say you are here.
All right. Thing is, now that we're on the map, at least I think we're here, right? There might be
think you're
unmapped places, so just don't be fooled by the map, right?
Yes.
What do you mean one?
right.
You mean unmarked tunnels?
Yeah, unmarked tunnels. So
Yeah, well, I imagine
map
these
might
tunnels
not
are the
be-
ones that have been renovated or at least made stable
Yeah.
and mapped.
But either then, you look at the
Yeah.
map and you think you're in this location, and you look around and you think it sort of aligns. There's other doors and other breaches in the structure, where you see other basements nearby. They're not explicitly shown on the map, but it's also not really a tunnel that you can technically crawl through, or walk through easily. It's all sort of a basement, similar to what we saw in the earlier pictures. The roof is just barely above your head. In places, the lighting is incredibly shitty. And in fact, in many of these places, there's no light at all. Do any of you have
Yep.
flashlights?
well,
Yes.
I bought a round of headlamps for everybody, so we should have headlamps with us. And I
Did you
didn't
actually
want to
have
go.
that on your sheet beforehand?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, at least I have, because I typed it in the chat. Don't know if anybody else.
No, it's fine.
I don't have any money, so if you bought us headlamps, then that's fine.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm not going to walk around the city with my hunting rifle. That sounds like idiotic to me. So I probably have just a revolver with me, and I have my camera, and I have my headlight, and I have my random ghost hunting equipment like EMF reader and
So you're all
dots
walking
projector
around
and
with
stuff like that.
headlights headbanded to your forehead,
Yep.
exactly like the guys in the video, and then the EMF reader, and then a revolver in a holster on your hip.
Basically, and I do
You
have
knew
my
that you were
knife,
going
but
to come
that's
here, so
probably not going to
people
use.
probably have prepared for a degree.
Yeah. We take what Peter gives us.
Yes. All right. The next question is,
Peter, we
who is in
trust.
charge? And in case of doubt, Victor gets to call the shots. But that could be as easy as you're in front, you're navigating.
Well, considering Pex, you're the best of us in close combat, and you have the ghost stabbing knife. Maybe you should be in the front?
Uh-huh.
All right, guys. Once again, you stay on the left side. No, right side. I'll stay on the left side because I don't want to accidentally shoot you in the back. It's cramped here, so let's try not to get into a situation we need to fight.
Your left or my left?
You stay that side, and I stay this side. And yeah, he does, like, when you're looking at going somewhere, you stay on the right side, and I'm on the left side of the tunnels.
All right. As you push deeper into the off-limits section of the tunnels, your flashlight cut through the dust of choking air and uneven stone. Eventually, the underground heating that was warming up a part of the area cools significantly, and the background hum of the city fades into silence. Now, Pex is in front. Would you have your discern active the entire time? Because you're probably going to be down here a while. Also, is this the same day as when your eyes went ouch? You didn't say that you were waiting for a different night, so...
We didn't.
We didn't, but I meant, yeah, but looking for map. Oh, I guess this map is from the tour. Yeah, I suppose depends on how long it takes us to get what we need as preparation and shit. So.
And to scout out the places.
Mhm.
Yeah, looking like can't go in there.
Okay.
Doesn't align with the map.
You
doesn't align with
didn't
the map.
specify that you were waiting for another day, so I'm just going to give you a quick check whether or not your vision works
Yeah,
again.
I'm not saying we
6 or
did.
higher,
It just
works
depends
again.
on how long it took us.
One.
Nope. We
I
went.
guess you were just really quick, and you were here before
Yep.
Pex's eyes fully recovered.
Yep.
All
Well,
that
that's
damn
well
dust in his
efficient.
eyes going, I can't see anything. All right. Eventually, as you push into the deeper areas, let's say around the midpoint here, you're just not sure anymore if you're in the right spot on the map, because where there should be just one T section, there are in fact two. So eventually you try to push forward in a direction, but you're just not sure anymore if you are where you think you are on the map.
Wait. Hey, Pex. Don't you think we should be here? Why is there like another T section here?
I don't know. Aren't you the map man?
I mean,
You tell me.
I kept.
Did you get lost?
I wouldn't want to say that, but man, just keep your eyes peeled. This place. I don't think the map's accurate at all.
Yeah, I would. But if the map starts deviating, Victor being the vision guy, I would imagine he would probably add to the map. Like
Append
he's
the
like,
map,
yeah, there's uncharted sections over here. It seems to be more. So he's gonna like roughly draw on the map, like, okay, we took this path. We know there's more. We took this path, and like
You think
try
there's
and
more.
map.
You try. That's the key word. You try to.
Yeah.
map
But
it.
like, if
Yeah.
I see that this section should only have like
Yes.
one turn,
More
I'm looking this way,
importantly
but
is
there's
that you're
another
not
one.
100% sure. Even despite your best efforts to map, you're never 100% sure. You're
Right,
trying
yeah.
to navigate.
Yeah, but expand as best as what we expect, where we expect to be. So it might ruin the map entirely, but
Are there any hunter markings around anywhere during
There
the
are
tour?
the
or-
occasional hunter markings that will go into the ventilation system, and several for prey, further, deeper into the tunnel, and danger. And as you press further, your footfalls echo against the uneven brick and concrete. And then as you're walking, occasionally you stop, and you hear for a few steps another set of footsteps.
Stop. As we stop, do we hear still hear the footsteps coming in?
Yes, the reason it would have alerted you is between the four of you, you would have been pretty obvious, like... There is no sound of breathing except your own. So if there is something else, it is not making a sound.
Well, I start. Oh yeah, I'm probably. Am I the last one, or is Victor? Which way would Victor prefer?
Oh, Victor would absolutely not be the last one because, like he said, he's not a combatant. He doesn't want to be stabbed in the back.
Yeah. So as I'm the last one, well, yeah, his military experience will tell him to like check behind every so often. So yeah, especially now that we're stopped, I just not that it might not like say anything to you guys, but he points to his eyes, then points to you or points to you guys, points to his own eyes, and then points to the direction we were going, and then he turns around and starts like checking out behind them and making sure nobody like sneaks up on them.
Okay. Give me a perception, Peter, since you're in the back. A perception survival.
Ooh, I'm good at that for real.
Yay! 5 nat ones incoming.
Oh, that is a lot. Okay. You will manage to stick with the group, and occasionally, echoing through the tunnels, you will keep hearing these other sounds of footsteps, but you will manage not to get separated as you navigate.
Victor grabs the back of your jacket and just starts dragging you with it.
I mean, physical touch going forward in cramped spaces is a military tactic, definitely. So yeah, it's not even weird for.
He's not even weird.
He's like, if you start walking with your back towards us, Victor would be like, grab.
Yes.
Yep.
Let's not get separated.
That actually just impresses the hell out of Peter.
Oh my god, he knows military tactics, actually, just cowardly and holding on to him.
It's common sense. If you're walking backwards, someone needs to, because you don't have eyes in the back of your head, so.
Yeah.
Military strategy. Nope, common sense.
Eventually, Pax, walking in front, will see a figure at the edge of your headlight beam, standing there completely motionless, as if shrouded against the brick wall in shadow. A figure standing motionless, half shrouded in brick shadow. It appears to simply be a man standing there, but he is in raggedy clothes, and from a quick look at him, he has purplish marks on his neck, and looking at you with unblinking eyes.
I just stop and stare back.
He does not move.
I do not move.
I bump into your back, as I'm making sure that Peter's following us.
I see that we stopped. Boom.
And as all of you stop, like one, it's like stop, and then Victor goes bump, and then Peter goes as he bumps as well, and then you hear somewhere behind Peter.
But still outside of Peter's light's radius.
Okay, so it just stands there unmoving. Nothing.
Yes, it stands there in front of you, unmoving. And there seems to be
Okay.
something
How
moving behind
close?
you.
Oh.
What you see? I got eyes on nobody.
Got a dude.
Yes, it's pretty dark, despite the headlight.
Yeah, I go for my.
Your discern
I
isn't
go for my
available, so
knife.
give me a regular-ass perception check from Bex. Perception plus... What would it even be, considering it's dark in here? Perception survival.
Sure.
Do you even have any points for that? Perception 1, survival 3.
Yeah, no successes.
Sadly, no successes. No. You can't make out anything or exactly what it is you are looking at right now.
Right. Okay. Well,
It
I'm
could
gonna
very
still
well
reach.
be a mannequin. It could be a zombie. It could be a man just standing here drunk.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach for the knife.
Sure. You pull the knife from its little pocket
knife.
holster. The knife.
Yes,
the bloody
the
knife. It's not bleeding right
And-
now.
Okay.
But the
I'm
knife from the
going
blood
to-
killer with the knife
Yes.
stabbings.
I'm going to start approaching, like solid steps towards this figure, with a knife in my other hand, and with preparing myself to bitch slap with the other one. I'm gonna attempt to, like, once I'm in range, I'm gonna attempt to just whack him across the face with an open palm.
Mhm.
And if that does not connect, then I'm gonna attempt to stab him.
Well, as Victor sees him start going, does Victor see the guy, or is that? I mean, I would imagine after a few steps, as his light gets closer to it, it's unless it moves with the edge of the light, then
It does not move with the edge of the light. As he gets closer to it, it will reveal the figure of a ragged Asian-looking figure in torn clothes with his mouth sewn shut.
Okay.
And Pex is approaching him with a knife drawn, and the other hand in bitch slap mode.
yeah. Well, as soon as Victor sees it as well and sees, actually, he asks Pex, "What do you see?"
Something that's about to get slapped.
No, but like with your power, what do you see with your power?
My power doesn't work, my eyes hurt.
Oh. Okay. Well, I will use a conviction to use second sight in that case, because he doesn't want you to slap and stab an actual
Just a poor guy.
person who's just been severely manhandled by something twisted and wicked down here.
Okay.
So
You use your second sight, and it will quickly show to you that he is covered in old wounds that should have been long lethal to something. He is partly transparent and creates an immense aura of dread and cold around him. He is pale to the point where you can see his bones through his flesh. His eyes are wide and milky, and the mouth being closed seems not so much to be a literal thing, but a symbolic thing.
okay.
As you realize you're looking at more of a metaphorical manifestation of something than something literally here right now.
Can I roll an occult on this?
Sure.
Now that
Now that you're second sighting,
yeah.
sure. Just give me perception occult.
Perception. Perception, occult. 3 successes.
You're almost certain this is a ghost.
Okay. He goes,
But
well,
more
I don't
importantly,
think...
you were thinking about what it was rather than stopping Pex, so I do want Pex to give me a appearance. Approaching it with the knife. Is Pex the kind of guy that in his default state looks like he's not going to fucking stab you?
Probably.
Probably looks like he's going to stab you, or probably looks like he's not going to stab you?
Not gonna stab you.
He looks like he's going to slap you on the face and tell you to get your shit together.
You have your
Not
knife
even.
out, so-
I mean, I do. Well, I mean,
I imagine that Pex always looks like a grumpy grandpa
Okay.
or a grumpy dad who's going to slap.
yeah, but I'm like,
The guy
I'm not,
says, "Get your shit together."
approaching in some kind of fucking jujitsu fucking stance or nothing. Like, I'm just walking up to the guy.
Right.
Well, you said you're ready to stab with one hand and ready to bitch slap with the other. So I imagine
Yes.
I imagine you having your hand up at least. Like
No,
I'm
no,
about to
no,
slap
no,
your
no,
face.
no. I'm just gonna walk up to this guy. I'm gonna slap him in the face, and if it passes through, I'm gonna stab him.
Yeah.
To the gut area,
Well-
coming from underneath.
Well, as you're walking, well, it depends on what Han was about to do with his roll, but as you're walking and Victor sees that and recognizes, goes, yeah, that's a ghost. I don't think your slap's gonna do much. That thing's dead and probably not corporeal. Saying that, I also turn around to see if I can detect anything that's making those footsteps behind us. Because second sight is open for the
Yeah.
entire scene. Or the encounter,
Yes, as
so-
you turn around for the other stuff, you don't see anything in particular, but the messenger warning signs are now going, danger, danger, danger.
Okay. More so for what's
More so from
behind
the
us
back
than
than
what.
behind, yes.
Okay. Here goes Pex. The danger's behind us. That thing not as dangerous as whatever is hunting us. We're prey at the moment. And I imagine so is this thing. Or was.
Ooh. How do I describe this? Okay. From the dark behind you, suddenly a whoosh goes past you all as a piece of rubble flies through the air, seemingly not aimed at any of you, and just sort of passes through the ghost's chest. However, it smacks against the wall right behind the ghost, sort of poofs into a big cloud of smoke, and disrupts whatever peaceful concentration the ghost was apparently in. Suddenly, you can see the ghost, enraging isn't the right word, but looking terrified and panicked. And as he does, he looks at the ceiling and looks around and clutches his head as if screaming, but he can't because his mouth is sewn up. And all of you need to make a willpower check.
How did I do that?
As in
Just
just,
click on the dice next
just
to
roll the
willpower.
amount of dice you have for your willpower. DC 7.
Ooh,
Oh.
I'm not at the computer at the moment, but as
You want me to do it for you?
yeah,
that's a
please. And
That is a
as it
botch.
starts flying, the thing, Peter's like, "Watch out!" As
As it's
it
flying
flies
through,
past.
yeah, look out, there's a thing
Yeah.
flying. Why do you have like 8 willpower?
I decided to make him very willful, if not very smart.
Okay, I'm just gonna. How do I even? Roll.
Let's just say
roll mod.
button and then difficulty 7.
Roll mod? No. Which one is it?
Not mod, the second one is difficulty.
No mod, difficulty 7.
Yep.
2 successes. Despite despite being, 8 willpower, but still. 2 successes, 2 successes, 2 successes. Okay, so the ceiling will start cracking and buckling and start to have dust coming down from it, and the floor will have water pooling in from the side as it looks like the ceiling is collapsing in and water is quickly raising to knee high. Pex
What
and
is happening?
Peter, to you it will only look like it is up to your feet and will look like it's, a mild inconvenience as this entire area seems unstable and difficult to perceive things in. However, to Victor, it will look like he is about to be buried alive. And he just feels constant rock and pebbles and whatnot from the ceiling crushing down on him, and he feels as if he is currently being buried alive. Effectively stunning him and causing him to just be disabled or have anything he tries to do at a severe disadvantage, as he is just non-stop convinced that he is being pelted and hit in the face with rocks and whatnot.
Well, that's a lot better than what I was going to do, because I was going to say Victor tries to run out. Push past Peter and just run into the tunnel
you can
to get
try,
away.
but effectively you're going to constantly stumble and whatnot.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Victor is trying to get away from this section of the collapsing tunnel. Like, he's trying to push past Peter into the tunnel.
As I feel him trying to push past, I'll be like, I've seen this before in combat, and I'm keeping a level head. I'll just grab him by the scruff of his neck and be like, calm yourself down, man. We're in a situation here. We need to keep our heads. So I try to snap him out of it and try to physically hold him still.
You holding him still and shaking him as he is panicking and trying to run away is effectively you shaking him, and every shake that you do is something Victor feels as, oh god, and one shake it equals a brick falling on his head, and another shake equals
Can I try and
him tripping.
dodge his
grab?
grip? Yeah.
Sure.
Because he would try and I would imagine in a situation like this, any connection, especially if it feels like a falling brick, he would be in full survival dodge mode where he's trying to not get hit by anything because he doesn't know what it is. So
yep, makes sense. Should we contest it somehow?
Dexterity dodge or
dexterity dodge.
Yeah.
However, DC would actually be very high for you right now because you're. Would it be very high for this? I'm just gonna let's not have Peter contest it. It's just DC 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dexterity dodge DC 8. Still 2 successes. Okay.
He's a dodger.
Yeah. Okay. So in his panicked state, you are free to just dodge and run in whatever direction you said you were going.
Yep. No, he runs past Peter back towards where we came from because that's where he knows exit is that way.
No,
that's as much as he knows.
Damn it.
So yeah, he's not going to run towards the ghost. That's scary as well. That's the source of the fear. So no, back where we came from.
Okay. So Victor is running a stumbling sprint through this area.
Yeah.
He's occasionally stumbling and bumping against the walls and whatnot, but he is running away from everyone else.
Yep.
Peter goes like, shit, come on, Pex, we need to follow him. We can't separate. And starts like basically just military hiking behind. Victor's probably in full-blown running, like sprinting mode.
Well, it is more stumbling as as the storyteller does say, he's probably not that fast because, as far as his body and senses tell, he's wading through thick water and hitting rocks constantly. So it's more like he's zigzagging between the walls and holding himself in a crouch, and probably not the fastest, stumbling his own legs.
So Peter did say to Pex, okay, follow. He starts military hiking basically behind, keeping his weapon ready, and he's like, while running after Victor, asks Pex, who seems to actually hold his shit together, ask like, what the hell even was that? What's going on?
Okay, so
we are moving. Just to
Back. Yeah.
Right, there was a lot of things, a lot of stuff that happened, and I never got to slap.
Did you want to slap?
The
Did you want to slap Ghost?
Yes.
Someone already threw a rock at the ghost.
I see everyone start running off. I look back. Is the ghost still there?
The ghost is still there.
Okay, just one for the road.
Yeah, okay. And you turn around and slap the ghost.
Fly through the ghost.
I know, but I want to try it.
Your hand slides right, whoop, just through the ghost, not even connecting to it.
This is science by this point. We're still kind of new to this, So
yes.
Yeah. I mean, why not just try and cut its throat at the same time?
You have confirmed. Followed by.
Followed by putting the knife.
Well, I was going to say followed by as you swoof it. The ghost is sort of more annoyed than anything at the brick and floats away deeper into the tunnels.
Brick?
The brick that triggered the entire attack,
Right.
I mean, you can try to chase it and stab it if you want.
No, I'm not going to chase it if everyone else is running away.
Right.
Unless it's in the same direction, of course, then sure.
More importantly, as you are distracted by the ghost, like, well, that was a thing. And then you feel a certain peace suddenly washing over you. Especially, what is this feeling? Ooh. Just as if someone is gently massaging your back.
Me?
Yes, as if someone is just, you feel your neck sort of crick and go, You're not sure, but you feel very relaxed all of a sudden.
Okay.
Well, that's good.
Is it?
Yeah, sure.
And then you just sort of drop to your knees and find yourself needing to catch your breath from something. As something scurries away deeper into the tunnels.
Oh, hold up. Ooh.
Damn,
there's no time.
For future reference, you are currently also in a similar exhausted state as in a similar way as that Victor is currently encumbered by things, but we'll get there when we get there. After way longer than Peter needs to catch up to Victor, Peter catches up to Victor. That's sort of a given. He runs a bit through the tunnel. You catch up to him, you grab him, you bitch slap him, trying to snap him out of it. After a minute or so, he does. You realize you're separated from Pex.
Yeah. Come on, man. Are you with me? Looking deep into Victor's eyes.
I think so. Is the tunnel still collapsing on us?
The illusion seems to be gone for you at this point.
Okay. It's gone for me too, right?
Yes.
Or is it? Okay. Okay, good. Looking back. Where the hell is Pex now? Fuck. Come on, man. We gotta get back. And yeah.
Sure.
Just a 180 and he, it's a military thing. Somebody snaps, you make them rough it out. So he takes Victor from behind, pushes him in front of him, in front of Peter, and just goes like, "Okay, we're going," and starts walking while he is like pushing like Victor's back, so that he has to go too. And yeah, he's in front of me, but you know, this is the way to actually make sure the shocked guy is, you know,
Yes.
stays with you.
You keep slapping him and pushing him.
Yeah.
You jog your way back. There you will find Pex, just sort of sitting on the floor as if out of it. He looks incredibly pale, and there is a small trickle of blood on his neck.
Do I recognize this?
Well, you've seen this before, so you probably do.
Okay. Well, we're dealing with a vampire.
Well, first things first. Pex, are you alright? Shit, man, you're bleeding.
I am? But nothing
Yeah,
hit
you were
me.
bit by a vampire.
What? Really?
How?
Yep.
Oh shit.
I recognize this.
Are you saying that out
probably-
loud to him?
Yep.
Just with no hushed tones. Okay.
Well, in a conversational, I'm not shouting it, but
I know,
Like-
but you know, some things have better ears than others.
sure,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, he's still recovering from
Yeah.
his own panic attack, so at this point, it's more like, I recognize this. I know what this is, motherfucker.
Yes.
I guess it makes sense. Yeah. It's like 2 bite marks? Yeah.
I mean, the bite marks that you're looking for are actually very, very poorly visible already. Partly because of the light, but also because they seem to just heal really, really quickly, like mosquito bumps.
Yep.
However, Pex himself seems pale and very weakened. Mechanically speaking, everything is now a DC 8, or, 2 higher than it would regularly be.
Yeah. We should probably get him out of here.
Yeah. Fucking kill the thing.
You within that state,
Easy.
it doesn't look easy. I mean, you don't have your powers. You can't see properly, and I couldn't detect it with second sight. So it must have some manner of gifts to hide itself. I think we should come and hunt it later. But right now, we need to get you out of here. You've lost blood. You're pale.
I'm good. Try and stand up.
Yeah,
We need
come
you
on,
at
then.
your...
it doesn't immediately come natural, but you can just walk, even if it's all more difficult. You feel, quite literally, drained.
Whoa, dude. Just calm down. We'll get you out of here. There's another day. There's another place. We'll catch
And
him.
we need equipment for our quarry.
Yeah, I'm geared for
I'm sure a couple of
ghosts, not
candles and a bit of
shit
salt
like this.
is going to do it.
Yeah, indeed.
Yes. But yeah, you should probably reevaluate what you're dealing with, as it seems that rather than just a ghost, there is also a vampire here with you in the Shanghai tunnels. Now,
That
that
is
means that for
really
the next week at least, Pex is going to be in a weakened state.
Yikes.
Yeah, need time to recover.
Having had various experiences with vampire, like at least a few on his own past, Victor could probably... Can he tell roughly how long it's going to take to recover from a good quote-unquote feasting, like the fatigue and stuff like that, all his past experience?
Give me intelligence occult, I guess. Or no, intelligence medicine.
Ooh, medicine. Medicine. I know I don't have medicine, so I'm just...
Just intelligence, yeah, just 3 of them.
Yeah, I'm just... Where is? I'm gonna put it here. Oh, I don't think they've got medals on that.
Yes.
Intelligence. Is it still increased difficulties or is it 6?
No longer for you. No.
Okay, let's see what this rolls. No successes. Again with the
Again a
ones.
one.
Yeah,
It's the law.
it's the law. I
Yeah.
have to have a 1.
You're not sure.
Yeah, okay.
Like, there are technically rules for how often someone can be fed on, but it's also dependent on how much they drink and the person in question. So, at least a week. That's the one I'm sort of saying for now, gameplay wise, as a reminder. How much in reality, we will see.
Yeah.
Also, you don't know that fact. So. But yes, due to the change in circumstances, and you guys probably need to reevaluate what the fuck exactly you're doing here and the situation you're in right now, because you did just say, "Oh shit, we're dealing with a vampire," out loud, possibly within earshot of other vampires hearing that. Not that you would know exactly what are or aren't the consequences of that.
Yep.
But yes, you are also still very much in its feeding hunting ground. And
Yeah,
one of you is
so-
already weakened, and there's still a ghost nearby. So, miscellaneous circumstances. So we will pause it here, and I can sort of mentally prep for next time. And
Ooh.
we will call the
Yep.
session there, if that's all right.
Yeah.
That's fine. Wow.
Oh.
A real live vampire.
Who would have thought that hunters
Yeah,
would be
just
hunting a
let me
vampire?
punch it. Just let me punch it.
What, the ghost or the vampire?
I don't care about my
Yes.
DCs. Just let me punch it.
You botch and stab yourself.
Oh,
I mean, that requires rolling ones. So,
exactly.
I mean, you can just
Can't
not
roll
succeed
once if
on
you
the
can.
eights.
Yeah, can't roll once if you don't roll any dice.
Completely. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if the DC is higher, the chance of botching actually does go up.
Yep.
There's no successes to counter it. Okay, anyway, yeah, that means we will stop the stream and recording here, and continue that next week with the vampire hunt in the Shanghai tunnels at Portland.
Yeah.
Plus
Hell yeah.
Ghost.
Can't wait.
Well, or you're being hunted the road trip.
Yes.
Alright, good night.
Hunted the reckoning.